Been declared.
All right.
Let's do this.
Knocking notes
Jake here. All right. So with that being said, what is going on, my frosty friends? My name is Wintercasice, and welcome to the D&D one-shot that I titled "The Frankenstein of Sindis." So that being said, I just want to first off introduce all my players here. We have Tiny. We have my buddy Briggs. We got, oh gosh, the sound of rattling in the background. we got my buddy Wanderer. We got my buddy Stray, and of course we got a new friend to introduce into this, Seal. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Seal.
So
Seals don't say hello, they say
Well, I'm a special
Okay.
golf seal.
Yeah.
special.
I mean, cats
Or
don't normally
John
say hi
Johnson,
either.
1D1. Make a decision.
However, I'd like to make the argument here. I think seal folk would be very interesting. I'm just saying.
It would be cool.
Ooh. That would be a really interesting race.
I'm throwing that out there. I'm just saying.
Like, they have.
It's just an overweight
solar
human.
climate.
Exactly, like take it up in like the Arctic sides and everything. They're the only people that could actually go out into the tundra and all that. Be friggin' awesome. But
Yeah, they'd be something kind of akin to like a shark folk for the winter.
oh, those
Like the folk.
shark folk exist, especially in my world. You guys just haven't met them yet.
Oh.
Yeah, about to say that was a fun project I worked on the side when I was creating the world for
I
the
was
Soul
actually
Layers.
wondering about shark folk.
Yeah, you
in your
you guys have never really gone too close to the ocean. About to say the closest was Pegland, so I mean you guys don't know the Tritons of this world either. Except, you guys were told earlier in the campaign that there is an underwater ecosystem and civilization for Tritons.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna throw Wolf into the ocean.
Just throw one, you know. But, anyways,
Guardian can swim.
so allow me, to read you guys a synopsis of tonight's one shot. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So last time. Oh wait, there wasn't a last time for this one. It's a one shot. So, bless you. So let me give you just the synopsis. The Frankenstein of Sindis. Sindis, a maledictus land to some, but a haven for others. This Gothic country has suffered and prospered on what seems to be a strong connection to the plane of shadows and the plane of the Fae. Imperator Karim, the ruler of this country, has issued a decree that a certain man by the name of Darren Incenare must be captured alive, but dead is okay as well, for his crimes against the Empire. He is wanted for murder, torture, sacrilege, and human monster experimentation. To the adventurers whom captured this crazed individual will be handsomely rewarded for their actions with the bounty of 7,000 gold pieces, half if he's brought in dead, and the titles of Militus of the Realm. Good luck to those who would try, and gods guide you through the wicked land to find this monster. And so, this adventure will be in the town of Hollow, in the country of Sindis, on the exact opposite side of the world of Atharia.
Oh.
That is correct. This place is canon in my world, and it is on one of the 10 continents that exist. This just happens to be on the exact opposite of side of the world.
Well, if Atharia gets overrun, we know where to go.
Yep.
I mean, I basically when I made the one shot, I was like, this would also be a fun way to just kind of show off a little bit more of the world as well.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
So, with that being said, though, we are going to start in a nice small side town of the country of Sindis, a place called Hollow. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call you guys down by your name, and I would like you guys to just tell me your character and just a little bit about them. Okay. Starting since the top of the speaker list on here is Tiny. So Tiny, why don't you go ahead and tell me about your character?
Well, my character is an 8-foot tall bugbear who's always wielding his massive halberd. His name is Casper Longspear of the Gilded Spear House. He is the knight from there and on a mission to find the person who did an evil deed to his loved one.
Fair
He's good at smithing and usually in full plate.
Nice. All right, then next one on my speaker list, Briggs. Why don't you tell me a bit about your character?
Too many papers. Hold on.
Fair.
No worries.
To be fair, I was downstairs when you were finishing up the details for your character.
Hey, for a hastily readied character, this is the best I could do.
Fair.
But it's a fun class to play with.
All right. I am a changeling. A changeling cleric,
Oh.
known by the name Chance.
Hell yeah.
Chance the Changeling Cleric. Lots
And,
of seeds.
About to say.
An acolyte of Thor.
The God of Thunder.
God of Thunder.
Which is ironic because he
Me.
uses so much lightning.
This is fair too. Yeah. No.
But-
The lightning. After the
Just-
thunder, though.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
After the lightning.
The thunder and the lightning.
Yep.
It's just love and thunder, So, I assume many reasons bring you to Sindis, but some coin
Among other things.
among other things. On top, next one on my speaker list here is Wanderer. Why don't you tell me about your character?
I am playing a tiefling who goes by the name Halsire Legalo. Legalo. To those involved more in the law side of the world, it may sound vaguely familiar. I will send the spelling in a second. He's a purple tiefling. He's a purple tiefling, and that's similar to what he looks like. However, his robe, if you look close enough, you'll realize that it's a giant bat that acts as his robe.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Alright. Did you want to say anything about your character?
No, I don't. I think that'll be fun.
All
That's about all.
All right.
Fair.
Next up on this list is this winter guy. Oh wait, no, that's me. Never mind. All right. Next one on the list would be Stray. Why don't you tell me about your character?
Hold on one moment.
He had to clear his
Trying to
throat.
mute, but oh well. I am a 4'2". Cackler is a 4'2" Kenku, who, in this lore, doesn't have to deal with the whole mimicry bullshit.
This is very true. I
felt like I should say that because addressing in the past, yada yada.
Yeah, true. I'm just gonna make this very clear, just so everyone knows my own DMing style. I don't. With the new updates and everything, they did get rid of the mimicry, mimicry like curse of speech because everyone kind of hates it. So yes, it is
It's an interesting idea, but it's just a little too hard.
Well,
like even thinking.
Be very, very hard to have a conversation and convey ideas to your teammates
Yeah.
when you have to use like 10,000 different voices to speak.
Well, I think the way it has to be is it's like you can't have an original thought. You can use the same voice, but it has to be a thought that at least that's been copied. You know,
Yeah, it's redundant
that's still
either way.
true, because it's like that's kind of the point of teaching. You know.
It's
Anyways,
what help them and like,
yeah. Anyways, he seems really energetic, youthful. He's only like young. He's only like 15 in kink, which is pretty much an adult, but still
Pretty young.
in real life he's got that energetic kind of teenager outlook, you know.
Yeah.
But he's also kind of seems like a wise guy, but you know, wise, a little bit wise beyond his years. That's
Quite-
all I got to say.
Quite the cackler, you know.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Seal. Why don't you tell me about your character?
My character's name is Smeared Frack. This was when I didn't know how to write names. He is a male Dragonborn ranger with fiery red scales and a burning passion.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
General description.
Absolutely. About to say, I just figured, given the offer, if anybody wanted to say more, but I mean, if people would prefer to keep it simple and mysterious, I'm perfectly okay with that as well. But with that being said, you all have probably traveled in your own ways.
character sheet
You-
templates. I know what
All-
these.
You all have probably come from various parts of the country, maybe even from different sections of the world. Who knows? But all you do know is there is a bounty, a very high money bounty for an individual named Darren Incinere. His last known location, the last place he's terrorized, is a place called Hollow, a small town that has been kind of cut off from the rest of the country for some reason. No one really knows why.
What's up with that?
And so, I will ask you guys, my players, would you like to dance around like you guys coming into the town, kind of go individually of how you all got here, or would you guys rather just go about it as selectively you guys have come to a tavern? That is my question to you.
I'm good with either. I could think of a reason for the jump.
I'm good with either. I already have a reason for why he'd come.
Yeah. So does Cackler.
Okay.
So
I don't care
having
either
the
reason
whole
as
thing,
long-
getting to the tavern, or just starting in the tavern, either way works for me.
Okay.
I don't care either, as long as there's blood on the blade.
Noted.
Something died.
Absolutely. In that case, why don't we'll make this simple. But I say, I'm not going to do the overhaul skip since you guys don't mind either way. So I'm going to go, once again, I'm going to go down this list. And we're just going to have a little fun here. And plus, this might give you guys an insight of how Sindis works and everything. So let's go ahead and start off the bat. Pulling up my notes real fast because I did a little bit of extra writing after I got some of your guys' character information. Starting with whose notes are at the top of my list here. Let's see if I can figure out whoa, that's a big bat. Oh my goodness, those are a lot of big bats.
That's the bat that he uses as a robe.
Let's see. Oh goodness.
Oh, golly gee.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with Casper. Since you decided to update me and send me your information again, which I appreciate, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
You're welcome.
So, anyways, Casper, what would lead you to take on this mission, heading out this way? Just simple, casual travel on the road?
No. Taking on this mission is personal. With the backstory,
Yep.
I said he found a note in the pocket of the creature, quote
Absolutely.
unquote,
Absolutely.
and he's just following the directions of the note.
Which, with the directions of this note, It doesn't take you too long with your connection with your connection with your family and your noble background. It doesn't take you that long to figure it out. But the only thing is, you would know that if you came in with a big old party to hunt him, knowing a squirrely little fucker like this guy, he would try to get away. No. So I'd assume you would have gone alone. Now, with that being
alone, had the beast caged, apologized.
absolutely. With that being said, while your family is definitely hesitant of you doing this on your own, with your knight background and with your status as one of the best fighters of the milites, they would definitely do not blame you for your actions. Going across, though, while it has been a difficult trip, however, getting from the burrows all the way down to this area, getting over to this area, and with that, and you've run into a few scraps, but between the bandits seeing your marker and knowing not to mess with you, and the fact that you could basically pay, if you really needed to, you could pay people off, but you were aching for a fight, and it could have had. More than likely there's some blood on your blade, but that's between you and your decisions. Yeah, one can say. It doesn't take you too long to come into for this town, this small town on the map, to pop up, and when you get there, it's a bit. Well, you've lived in Sindis all your life. Most small towns have a very hard time handling it, cutting it in this country. This place has been plagued with various problems. While it is definitely a place to make a decent sum of money if you know what you're doing, small towns tend to struggle to strive. So coming into this town, you can see slash marks on the sign. Normal day for you. To become a knight, cakewalk. But as you walk into this town, though, you're seeing the various folk walking around. Why don't you go ahead and do the first roll of the night? Roll me a perception check.
Alrighty.
What was that?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Alright. Dirty 20, yep. It doesn't... It's a lot of the common. You're seeing a lot of the common folk. You would know that Sindis. You would know that Sindis is definitely has a decent human population, but this is also a place where like some of more of the monstrous races and everything definitely thrive. I mean, your family is definitely one that proves that. But with that being said, you're also seeing some of the other folk that are not necessarily in the big cities where you come from. Let me see where the name is, because this is... Let's see. Here we are. You would see, you can see these, oh gosh. Sorry, I have so much lore on this page. I have so much lore. Oh.
Lore.
But you do see that you see a couple of Mirzams, which is kind of a big deal. If I need to spell this for anybody, this is actually lore that exists in the world.
Sure.
Mirzams are spelled Mirzam. A Mirzam. They are bat folk.
Ooh.
Mirzams are the original natives of Sindis, and many theorize that they came from the realm of shadows. But they've made their own names in Sindis and carried their own weight. Though it's one of those things that it's an odd sight to see them in a small town. They're ones that Mirzams are typically people that either live in, like, they're respected in like big cities, or they would be ones that would like hide out, like they would be like tribal groups. It's very rare to see them in a small town, so it's a little fun fact to see there. And not to mention, you're seeing various other, goblins. You're seeing a few gnolls, but they all look kind of scared. Like they kind of actually look surprised to see you. What you do with that information is up to you. So my question for you, Casper, is what do you do?
Seeing the surprise and fear, he's just gonna head to a tavern, knowing you can pick up some information there if needed.
All right. Roll me. Since you're looking for. Oh, you rolled a dirty 20. I would say that with a little bit of like just walk around, it doesn't take you too long to know which one is the tavern. You're going to the Longtooth Inn. But I'll say it would be noted that next to the sign, rather than there being a actual sign that says Longtooth Inn, it actually is a large tooth, and carved on it, it says Longtooth Inn.
Nice.
That's actually cool.
In Sindis, they do not waste anything.
Fair. Good way to live.
Looks like
Ow! Can't believe I choked up today.
I wish someone saw that.
So you see
closer.
So you see basically what looks like kind of a ramshackle kind of building. Basically, if I had to like put this give a comparison, do you remember in Dark Souls 3, like if you head into the second area where not past Vor, but before you hit the tree boss.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
small town there that's messed up.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. The buildings there are kind of like that. Like
Patchwork designs that's good enough to live in.
Exactly. So you go in?
Yep.
All right. As you walk in, you actually do hear the sound of music. You see a couple of folks in there drinking. You can't really tell what they're drinking right offhand, but behind the bar, you do see what appears to be a lizard folk just kind of cleaning up some glasses, and he looks over at you and go, "Hey, how can I help you?"
Hey, I'm looking around for some information about a man named. About the man named Darren.
You see him kind of give you a look, and he kind of sets his glass down. I'm sorry. Make sure I understand exactly what you said there. Looking for a man named Darren. You're not talking about.
That'd be correct.
You're not talking about the guy with the bounty. And as he jerks a thumb, and you see up on one of the walls, you see a massive board with a bunch of papers with like. Basically, you're seeing like miscellaneous claws and teeth holding up papers with various like faces on them, and you see one of a guy who appears to be kind of scarred in the face, and wearing glasses, and underneath it you see the 7,000 gold bounty.
Interesting. You already got a bounty. Yeah, I'm looking for him.
Yeah.
Any information you can spare?
You came to the right place, that's for sure. Darren's been kind of holding us hostage. It's hard to go say much other than the fact that he's come in here a couple times, made some demands. Crazy son bitch, think we're actually going to listen to him. You watch as he pours you up a drink. You want to go after him?
Down.
You want to go after him? Be my guest, but would recommend waiting until after nightfall.
Well, that was a plan. My armor shines too much in the sun.
You watch as he kind of gives you a look, and he's gonna. I'm gonna roll a perception check for. Yeah. Oh, that wouldn't be investigation check, not a perception. All right. You see, you catch you with your passive perception. You can, because he rolled not great with his passive perception. With your passive perception, you can see that he's kind of checking out your armor, and he sees the mark of your house, and he kind of gives you a look. What is? What's the one of you? What are you doing here? I mean, a person of noble blood coming into Hollow.
Darren made things a bit personal when it came to my house. He messed with people in my house.
Made a mistake, I guess.
Bad one.
Alright. Fair enough. You want any food or anything?
Sure. Been a long walk.
Fair enough. Here we get one dinner special! And you watch as he moves over to where the kitchen is, and he goes, Alright! I can get a dinner special! And you watch as he goes to the back. This is all one guy.
That's sad.
What?
It's sad.
Dude.
Very sad.
Welcome to Sindis, man. Like, this place is definitely much different than Atharia.
Yeah,
Not even a
boy.
depression.
I mean, kinda. If I told Tiny, it's very much like if Bloodborne decided to mesh itself with like, oh god, what is it called? Shit, what is the name? Hold on, Deadwood.
Oh,
I don't know how many people would get that reference because.
I think I get it anyways.
But with that being said, though, Casper, it takes no time at all for the same lizard folk to bring you your food, which I would say he is a horned lizard, just in case you were curious. It's good food. It's obviously nothing compared to what you get. I mean, being born of a noble family, there's not much issues with food for you guys. Like, that's easy. You get a feeling that out here game is a bit scarce. But it's not bad. It's serviceable. It's still better than the tack that the military has to eat.
Part of his training to get used to food at any time.
Pretty much. Hey, as a knight of a noble house, you knew what you signed up for.
Yep.
All right, but with that being,
How much?
is there anything else Casper would like to do before we move on to the next one?
Nah, he's waiting and paying.
All right.
Eating.
All right. You can just mark off a silver piece. It doesn't. The food here don't cost much.
All right.
All right. That being said, we move on to Chance.
Mm-hmm.
As a cleric, coming down your path, Sindis has always been a pretty good haven for you. It's very easy to blend in. Nobody asks too many questions. It's very...
Sanctuary, one would say.
One would say a sanctuary is a good way to put it. And with this sanctuary being able to pass through town, it doesn't take long for you to find out that there is honor amongst catching these bounties, and one has caught your interest. But it does lead you to this small town called Hollow. Similarly said, a very small. It's a small town. In Sindis, small towns typically don't last. They either need to become bigger so they have a stronger defense, or they typically get snuffed out. So this is definitely a rare situation for you, having gone from place to place. But similarly, you see a sign. That's a sign that says Hollow with claw marks going down the side of it. What would you like to do?
There's a sign with claw marks.
Yes.
Gross.
I say you would know.
Adventure into town.
Absolutely. You would know from spending traveling through Sindis and everything. Most of the bounty boards are in the local taverns and everything.
Yeah. Go to the nearest one.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Yay.
Woo.
Off to a good start. That's a 5.
Oh God.
Oof. Duh.
Well, Chance, you're kind of taking your time looking around. You're still kind of marveled that this place is still kicking. Again, most small towns don't last very long. They're typically either they get get killed off by some of the harsher landscapes of Sindis, or they typically get extra protection. So it's kind of interesting to see that this town is still functionable. So much so that you kind of don't notice where the tavern is. You're kind of left in a spin.
I'm just gonna walk aimlessly around.
You see an individual on the street. You watch as one of these bat folk walk up to you, and you see him go, Can I help you?
Nearest tavern. Where would that be?
Actually communicate.
You're talking about the Longtooth Inn. You're gonna find it about 3 buildings back that way.
As he points one of his clawed fingers, and you can see the kind of blackish wings kind of spread out a little bit.
You're gonna find it back that way, about 3 houses, and then take a right. You can't miss it.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Turn around and... Exactly. I'll turn around and start walking back the way I came.
And you watch as he kind of walks up on his own. You watch as the Batfolk kind of just starts to walk off on his own. And you kind of see that he's just, just kind of seems to be... The thing is...
doing his own thing.
Yeah, I'll say this. One of the weird things you see about this individual is that he seems to be... This race seems to kind of carry a bit of a hunch for them. Like, they don't carry themselves at their full height. But
It's pictured kind of like Kenku. Kind of.
Kind of. I think the better... Okay, what would be a good way? Do you remember the bat from The Great Mouse Detective?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fidget.
Fidget.
Sorry.
It's kind of like that. Or it's kind of the best way to describe them.
Okay, I get you.
Like they're taller than they seem, but they carry a bit of a hunch on them, like almost as if they don't want to be noticed.
Yeah, I get you.
But with that being said, Chance, it doesn't take you with the instructions. It does. It still takes you a little bit, but you do find, because the inn has a tooth on it, and you're like, well, that's 2 on the nose, and then you saw the sign that says Big Tooth Inn on the tooth, and you're like, oh, Maybe it was right on the tooth. And you walk right in.
Of course. Yeah.
With that being...
Can't blame me for not being too smart.
You walk in, and
With that 5, I couldn't perceive myself out of a paper bag.
don't worry, you peed on it and you were able to tear the bag. It's fine. That being said, though, you were able to find your way to the inn, and you open up the door, and you see a similar situation. You see a handful of people drinking. You do hear music playing, and you do see a lizard folk behind the bar, and you see a what appears to be a bugbear in like play armor, like sitting at the bar.
I go up to the bar and the bartender and get myself a nice glass of your finest ale.
Yeah, you want some of our ale? All right, then. And you watch as the lizard folk kind of reaches backwards and he fills up a glass for you and sets it down. There you go. So many strangers coming into town. Anything else?
Yeah.
Anything else I can get for you?
I'm here to inquire about Darren?
I think so.
Darren, is that the name?
Yep, Darren Incinare is the name.
Awesome.
Right. And which
Not the
Casper,
best note taker.
at the sound of that,
You're here too?
Yes. Here to make some more coin. The last job didn't leave me with much.
Well, I ain't really in it for the coin, but if we got together and did it, I bet it'd be much easier.
Yeah, that would make it a lot easier if we did team up. Name's Chance.
Casper, nice to meet you. The big bugbear holds out his hands.
A scrawny dragonborn arm will shake it.
Roll a strength check.
God.
oh god, here we go.
This is gonna end badly.
This is gonna end great.
See,
Fine, totally.
See, Briggs, this is why playing a changeling is interesting, because I never know if it's like, a dragonborn hand comes out, it's like, wah. For 2 seconds.
I got a.
Good.
I got a 19 on that strength save.
Yeah. 23.
Oh gosh, so allow me. So basically, Chance, as you shake Casper's hand, Casper, he has a surprisingly good grip. You weren't expecting that. That is actually proper. Still far from the strongest you've ever had. And Chance, as this giant bugbear hand essentially engulfs your dragonborn hand. Again, you handled it better than you thought, but you still hear kind of a solid. You still hear a solid like. You still hear kind of a solid as your hand just kind of. Not too bad. Not enough to like make you like squirm or anything, but noticeably just. Ow.
16. I got +3.
Abby keeping you honest.
Oh, she was wondering what I rolled.
Ah, fair.
I only saw the 3.
All right.
Oh man. We'll do fun together.
Ah, with a nice little 2 rounds. My treat.
Alrighty.
Fair enough. I'll get a tab going. Good to have some
How
business.
much per drink?
For ale, 2 copper.
2 copper. Here you go. Slides
Nah.
slides over a gold piece. Keep them coming.
He looks at you. Watch as he looks at the gold piece, and he kind of like gives you a look, and he kind of looks at,
God.
and you watch as he kind of takes a small nibble.
Shit, that's real. Fair enough. Don't worry about it then.
Trying to get him something.
Man, this is gonna be a big night for that guy. Most of us probably only have gold.
I turned all of mine into silver and copper.
Smart, very smart, because that's the normal money for anything that's not the like big cities of Citrus.
Somebody must be probably
going
trying to
into
pass on.
You know what? It makes more sense that he change it to. It's 10 silver to a gold, right?
Yeah, 10 silver, 2 gold.
All right.
So if you had 10 gold, that's 100 silver.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, anybody who...
So I'll just convert it all to silver to sit if it makes
Yep.
it easier.
That's up to you. But I say you could go in with gold. It's just that this guy is going to be definitely weirded out by the fact that he's like, oh shit.
Several adventurers come in with gold.
Well, to be fair, they are suffering quite badly. It's just surprising to see gold, considering the fact that where he's at, silver and copper typically is where it's common. Citrus is not a good place for small towns. Small towns are typically what gets attacked by bandits. It typically deals.
But it was citrus.
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 Yeah, Sidris. Sidris. Citrus.
Makes sense.
Basically.
Yeah, like I'm gonna take notes.
Yeah.
Well. Me. Anyway.
I wish we had a text-to-speech thing that could just automatically take notes.
I would be nice, but at the same time, I wouldn't trust it. They would probably get confused by some of the words I say.
Oh, that's fair.
But yeah,
100%.
to make it super clear, Citrus does not handle small towns very well. It's like between bandits and the monster attacks and everything they deal with. It's rough. It's rough going. Typically, the founding of Citrus that made this place, which made this place like great in an actual country, is that like huge like gangs of like soldiers and stuff like partnered up to make the towns like the big like cities.
That makes sense.
Anytime it's tried to spread, they've dealt with issues. Some places went from towns to cities. It is accomplishable, but it's also a bit of a wasteland when you have to deal with the fact that Sindis is connected to the realm of shadows and the realm of the Fae. It's a rough place to go, but if you know what you're doing, like especially as a magic user, this place is super profitable. If I had to make a comparison, it's kind of like the gold rush back in the Old West.
Oh, that makes sense.
Good place if you know what
Nice.
good place if you know what you're doing, but a rough place to live if you're not careful.
That's fair.
With that being said, though, Wanderer.
A wanderer. Hello.
Hello.
So-
I'm here.
So, your character, I assume, has probably spent a decent amount of time in Sindis.
I would imagine he would have actually came in just like the night prior.
Mm-hmm.
He would have had a point. He would have had a point of exhaustion at that point in time. However, he spent the night here and has since recovered.
Oh, about to say. So you're already in the Longtooth Inn. Already had a room, and I assume you're coming down to get a drink, get some food.
What time would it be?
Yeah, this is late afternoon going into early evening, so probably like 5ish.
He would likely be coming home from just finding small jobs to do to make some money.
Absolutely. Yeah, which, I mean, common thing. Small town, about to say, a lot of people are kind of skittish, especially with everything going on. You know, it's ever since they took old Ingrid and everything, and everyone's on edge. Like, just no one's safe anymore. So it makes sense. It's very easy for you to get some light work in town, just some errands. A lot of people just want to kind of stay home.
Hmm.
But coming in from doing some errands and stuff, I assume you stopped to get some food and everything.
Currently, he would be feeding. Strangely, he's feeding his robe some kind of fruit.
All right then. Just feed it.
Totally normal activity.
Just hear some
Yeah.
soft munching.
Person things.
In that case, what would your character like to be doing?
He would probably be trying to relax in the main room, waiting for just the night to end.
All right. So, would you like to order a drink or from the bartender, or are you just sitting at a table?
He's just sitting at a table, probably not too far from where others are gathering.
All right. It definitely a strange sight. I will say this: definitely a strange sight for you to see somebody in plate mail around here.
Would I know? Does this person in plate mail or mail have any kind of markings on the armor at all?
Yes.
Would I be able
There's
to?
a
Would I be able to recognize him?
Roll a history check.
Oh? While you're doing that, I'm just gonna say there's a golden spear on the chest and two spearheads on the shoulders.
18 history. What does it mean?
All right. Well, first things first, guys, prepare for a very sexy sound.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Satisfying.
always fun sound.
That was a good one.
Thank you. But enough about the sexiness of this beverage that I have.
It's no nice pop.
I'm enjoying my beverage, but you would know. Immediately seeing that sign, you would know that this individual is either a knight of or a member of the spear one of the noble houses here in Sindis. But I say, if I remember correctly, is it the hold on?
The gilded spear.
Yeah, the gilded spear. Thank you. I was like, it's spear, gilded spear. Working with a lot of lore here. Thank you. But I say the gilded spear in the gilded spear family is one of the is a high priority family here in Sindis. They are responsible for a lot of protection in one of the big cities, not the capital, but one of the big cities. They garner a lot of respect, and some of them have gained a reputation for being incredible warriors. Half of the people that became warriors of this family became militus of the realm, which is a pretty big deal, as you would know. That to become a militus means that excuse you. In order to become a militus, you had to be the imperator had to what's the proper term? Would essentially have to knight you to become a militus.
Right.
So this.
Yeah, he's keeping his head down and trying not to get that person's attention.
All right. So you just want to be like just active in the background.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna stick a pin in you for right now. but you're there.
Painful.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the long tooth inn needs some renovations and everything, So I'm gonna stick a pin in you. Okay, and we'll all know that you're just kind of in the background, just kind of just whistling off to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, my mic wants to mute me at the most random times,
Ooh.
but keep listening at like other very weird times. I don't understand. Anyways, with that being said, though, Cackler.
Oh, sorry, I half zoned out for a moment.
No, you're fine.
I
Cackler.
think
Would my first question would be: would Cackler be from Sindis?
no, I do not believe he would be. I think he is kind of trying to escape mistakes he made. Basically, is what I would be picturing what he's doing.
All right. And,
So he's kind of looking for a fresh start and a good source of income.
all
Or,
right.
well, not a good source of income, but a good coin, basically.
So I will.
That's part of why he would be around. So, sorry, kind of the head right now.
Oh no, you're fine. So we'll just say Cackler came up from the Crandell dynasty, a country to the south of here.
Sounds right.
Another place that exists in the world, but we're not going to get too much into that right now.
Yeah.
But that being said, coming up from Crandell, definitely this place it's quite the tone shift. If you want trying to get away, easily done. Not a lot of people from Crandell are going to come up to Sindis. It's normally the other way around.
Fair.
Coming into Sindis, though, has been rough. I mean, not like there was much protection to keep you out. The guards were actually didn't seem too bothered by you, a Kenku wanting to enter Sindis. And you get a feeling if you were trying to leave is when that might be an issue.
That's fair.
But I say, I mean, if you want to roll an insight check.
Yeah. I'll roll an insight check. 15.
All right.
That's the natural 15. Sorry for this.
No, you're fine.
Plus 3. So that's
It's 3. All
7.
right. So, an 18.
Oh, 18. God.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm right here for you, buddy. Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
looking at this guard, yeah, you get a feeling that coming in isn't an issue. They don't seem to have any problems with people wanting to come into Sindis, whether to move in or visit. You get a sneaking sensation when you want to leave. That might be when you might have some issues. This country has a bit of a reputation, and getting people in doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. People leaving, and leaving Sindis, especially permanently, that might be where an issue might lie. You just get a sneaking suspicion.
There.
Coming
Sneaking suspicion. You watched a guy get shot with a crossbow.
you just immediately walk in. Coog! Ow! My leg! Just like walking right in. It's like you walked into the ghetto, and it's like, you hear gunshot next door. It's probably fun, dude. There are police pulling up guns. Okay. You might want to lie down on the floor. Do you guys always live like this? Oh, you might want to put the pillow over here. It's gonna be a little while. Don't worry. It's like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen those videos. They are
I had not.
hella
I
funny.
can picture it. I feel like I have, but I know I hadn't. Like,
It-
I can picture it really clearly.
Oh, they're so funny though. Anyways, so coming through Sindis, it hasn't been too bad. With your natural ability of being stealthy and being very easy to go unnoticed, you get a sensation that this place is very rough and tumble. Coming up from the southern section of Sindis, coming up from the burrows. Coming up from the burrows, you do see some, kind of a smather of protection in that area, but as you leave the burrows, it's like wildlands. It's pretty rough. Like, there doesn't seem to be guards anywhere, and like even like you get a sensation of like this is like bandit territory. And so I would assume with you, like, based on your like base abilities from your class, I would argue and say like, yeah, this is a place I should just keep my hood up and walk.
I get you.
Just throwing that if you pick up what I'm throwing down.
Yeah. Basically, you don't want to be noticed here.
Yeah, and with a little bit of investigating, it doesn't take you too long to find out that there are some pretty hefty bounties. Good ways to get by, if you know what I mean. And
Exactly. Yeah.
you would know that there's a pretty hefty bounty for an individual in a place called Hollow. For some crazed person named Darren who's been causing issues. My question is, would Cackler go that way?
Definitely, yeah. He takes the bounty and goes to sorry. I don't know why my head is just so today.
That's okay, man. Take your time. It's all good.
Yeah, he heads that way,
All right.
as you suggested.
It doesn't take long for, again, with your experience of, your pastime and everything, it doesn't take long for you to make your way to Hollow and you don't get noticed by anyone. You do, you see some individuals dressed in some, like, blackish purple armor, which is a little unsettling. You're not quite sure what that means. I mean, unless you want to roll a history check.
What did you say, Winter? All I heard is unless you want to, and then you glitched out.
Oh, it said unless you want to roll a history check.
All right. Yeah, I'll roll a history just because. And that's why I stinking hate dice sometimes. 17.
17? All right.
That's without the modifiers. What is my history? History. Oh, +1. So, yeah, that would have been an 18.
All right. You would know that these guys are known as consecrators. They're a pretty nasty gang out this way. You would know them because they've also made deals with people in Cramdall before.
Ah.
These guys are kind of rough and tumble. About to say and by rough and tumble I mean they're the ones that like will if you
the ones that'll rough and tumble you.
Yeah, they're usually the ones that will like literally slit your throat if you piss them off.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
He basically not Kazier, wrong character. Cackler basically just kind of pulls his hood up and walks past, acting like he's ignoring them.
But
not acting like he's ignoring them, just acting like he doesn't care either way.
Yeah, you would know to keep your distance, and the more you look at them, the more you're kind of picking up on their reputation. You see that it's a group of 6, but you do notice one thing that's interesting. There are 3 big people and 3 small people. You see these consecrators are dressed in these like black and purplish armors, but the little people are like wearing these kind of weird like blackish robes. You would notice
just checking. Are we talking about like a foot difference, or are we talking like morph difference?
My morph difference, I'm talking 3 of them are decent, like normal size, human size, like drow dressed in like armor. But the small people that each one of them seems to be sticking close to a tall person, are all grung, like little frog folk.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you notice that they are sticking close, and actually with an 18 history check, there's a reason for this. You would know that that the consecrators lead the trade of poisons. And they like to lace their blades in the mucus of the grung.
Oh, cool.
So they always keep so when the consecrators go out, they always keep a companion nearby. So they basically have an endless
source of
poison.
Poison. Yeah.
Exactly.
Smart. And interesting. Cool.
Little fun fact about Sindis, and for the Gilded Spear family, they deal with that a lot as well.
Makes sense. Any guards would have a connection to them, basically.
For sure. Not Sindis trying to build its population. Not good when there's a group of bandits that like to use poison a lot.
Fact.
With that being said, though, you make your way, and similar to the rest, and coming into as it gets into the evening, you see a sign. Seems a bit damaged. That says, "Whoa."
Someone dropped a lot of dice. It sounded like.
Someone made a nerd rain up in here. But
I dropped a lot of dice.
Indeed, nerd rain. With that being said, Cackler, you come up to a sign with a claw mark coming from its side that says "Hollow." You have arrived at the place. What would you like to do?
Kazir stop. It's not Kazir. Cackler. I should have picked a different name. Because that's part of what's throwing me off.
Kazir would do just Kazir a roguelike would do just fine here as well. I'm just saying.
Oh, I bet you he would. But yeah, he's on the other side of the world now.
And a little fun fact: this is going on at the same time as the whole your guys' campaign. So if we ever come if we ever come to this place in campaign, who knows where your characters stand.
Cool. Makes sense. Cackler goes in, looking for the inn.
All right. Have you just roll me a casual perception check.
Okay. Are you kidding me? That's a shit roll. That's 2 plus my perception, which is +3.
Okay. So that's
yeah.
5.
5. Yeah.
So,
that's a pretty shit roll.
You're wanting to go try to find this inn, but you're so distracted. The Gothic architecture here is definitely a lot different from back home. Back home, they had these nice kind of slanted pointy ends to pointy tops to most of the houses with these curves on the end, looking very regal. Some of the windows back in Cramdell are kind of linen or silk. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Silt. It's all made of sand and everything, No, they're some windows and doors for houses in Cramdell are very they're either linen or silk. So this is definitely a culture shock for you, kind of seeing oh shit, there's a lot of glass here and a lot of stonework with very classy looking buildings. It's whoa.
A little bit of a culture shock, plus a little paranoia of constantly looking over his back, over his shoulder.
But
there is a little distracting for him, so he
absolutely
can't focus on what he's looking for.
Clearly. But with that being said, you kind of lose track of where you're at. You don't really know where you're going, and then you feel a poke on your side.
He kind of glances over to see where the poke comes from.
And as you kind of turn, you just see
excuse me. What can I help you?
I'm looking way off. That's not the voice I wanted to use. I'm kind of looking for a place to stay for stay till night. That's what I meant. Stay till night.
Well, so many strangers coming into town. If you go that way, about 2 houses, and then take a right. You're gonna find it about 5 buildings down. It's a big. It's a building with a tooth on it. You can't miss it.
Hold on one moment. I hate this stinking app. I'm not gonna use it again. I mean, it's good in some ways, but it's not in others.
I feel you. I feel you.
Wait. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Cackler. Thank you. You said you are other strangers today? He kind of passes him 3 copper coin, like a handshake.
You watch as he takes it in. The hand's a bit shaky as you see a little bit of a wing kind of pop out on the side. This like fleshy looking wing, and he takes the copper and he's like,
Yes.
Oh wait, quick question. Would Cackler have encountered these creatures before?
I would say, you know what? Roll a nature check for me.
Alright. That's a 7, and my nature is what? +1, so that's an 8.
I would say you've heard of these people, but you've never ever seen one. Yeah, about to say you would know them. Seems they are bat folk, but you don't really know much about them. Like, obviously you didn't grow up here, and
sorry,
but
Morris. Wanderer Ascent. Sorry.
But it is definitely an interesting experience seeing one, like, up close and personal.
Understandable.
He just looks at you and just goes,
Yes. There was a individual. I didn't quite catch his face. He wandered into town, as well as a person in heavyish armor. With a symbol. A lot of interesting people.
What was that last part?
basically, he's like a lot of interesting people.
Ah, I see. God, that's not the voice I want to use. Heck, I keep going to a weird voice, and
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. He kind of hands him another 2 gold. Not 2 gold. 2 more copper.
Thank you, stranger.
No problem. Cackler makes his way to the inn, following the directions.
Yep, and with the direct,
I gave him 5 gold, 5 copper, right?
Indeed.
Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right,
Cackler
but
makes his way to the inn.
absolutely, and with following the directions and everything, it doesn't take you long to find this place. And yeah, similarly said, it's this gothic-looking ramshackle building. It's with a pretty decent-sized tooth on the side that literally says the Long Tooth Inn. Do you walk in?
Yeah.
All right. As you walk in, this is a familiar sight. As you walk in, you see an inn. You see a very familiar layout of an inn. About to say, not too complicated. You see various people drinking. The place looks a bit busier. About to say, which is kind of a shock considering the small town. Music playing off in the corner, and you see 2 individuals currently drinking at the bar. You see this tower of a man, which now that you get a closer look at him, he's a bugbear, so it's pretty large. And you also see a guy kind of elegantly looking, about to say, a bit on the scrawny side, drinking next to him.
Cackler kind of raises his eyebrow as he thinks, no.
Bird eyebrow.
Yeah, I guess a bird would kind of have an eyebrow.
But it's
Yeah,
a feather
sorry.
a feather eyebrow.
yeah, feather brow kind of thing. Why am I coughing so much? Yeah, he goes in, and he kind of approaches the bartender. Can I get a drink? Can I get a drink? Can I get a drink? He puts
Yeah.
2 copper down.
Absolutely, I can get you a drink. And you watch as he kind of pulls a drink, pulls it under the tap, and he lifts up a beer. This one seems to be foaming from the top a bit, and he hands it to you. And he'll take the 2 copper. Thank you so much for your business.
He kind of leans in. What can you tell me about the 2 people sitting over there?
Are you being super quiet about it?
Yeah.
Have you roll
a stealth?
Roll me a stealth check.
I freaking heck! That was a 4 plus my stealth, which is plus 3.
All right. So that's
So, yeah, pretty 9. No, yeah, no, 7.
7. Well, I'm about to say, question. I have a question for you, Stray. With you being a rogue and you have expertise.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything specific you put expertise into?
I think my expertise is in brain stealth, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. Kind of a weird.
No, it's
menu.
fine. Oh, it's all good. If you put your expertise into stealth, I mean, that would mean it's double your proficiency modifier.
I'm gonna quickly go over this because it's kind of weird and it just has some things marked as green.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up your sheet real fast. Here we go.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Let's see here. Your stealth check is a +9.
Oh, wait, +9?
Yeah, +9 because you have
right.
you have double proficiency. So
oh yeah, right. Okay, I see what I.
So even though you rolled a 4, that's still a 13.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. Also, I had that thing that says I can't roll under an 8 when. Oh no, wait, no, that's for detecting lies.
That's for detecting lies specifically.
Yeah.
Your insight is fucking.
Yeah, over the roof.
Yeah.
Do I roll again or?
No. So you got a 13. I want to ask this from both Chance and from Casper. Is either of your passive perception a 13 or higher?
No. Mine's 11.
11?
His is a 13, I think.
Chance, is yours a 13?
I believe it's a 12.
I say your perception of +2?
Yep.
All right, then it would be a 12.
Oh.
So which means that... Yeah, no, Cackler, you say this and they don't notice. You watch as the barkeep kind of gives you a look, goes,
"Hey, talk about these 2 right here."
Yeah.
Just rolled into town. One's a noble, and the other is a wanderer, based on what I could tell. Here.
Cackler slides 3 more copper coins. What do you know about them? And why are they here? Is what I meant to say.
You watch as you watch as he gives them a look and then looks back to you and just kind of scoops up the copper.
Looks like they're interested in that job catching. What's his name? Catching Darren. A real menace around these parts.
I see. Thank you.
Absolutely.
He gives him 1 more copper coin and goes to join the other 2
All right.
kind of acting cheery, like nothing happened. Like,
All right.
I hear you're. As he walks up, he just kind of goes, "I hear you're hunting the Darren.
Yep, Darren. Darren
Darren.
in Sonari.
I hear you're hunting Darren and Sonari too. We're going to, I should say."
You'd be correct there, son.
Well, the more that band together, the better it'll work. And I'm pretty stealthy, so maybe we work together. Yeah. That's all. Sorry.
He's gonna put out his hand.
Cackler grabs it and kind of shakes.
Oh God, I assume this is gonna be a tough one. I would like both of you to roll me strength checks.
Oh God. That's an 8 with a -1, I think.
Yep, so that's a 7.
Oh no!
What did you get?
I got a 24.
Oh God!
Oh,
Cackler, you're kind of going in for a handshake, like, oh man, it's a good business deal. Your entire wing kind of comes in on you, like, ah! You feel like your whole wing got tugged a little bit.
go a little easier next time. He kind of chuckles, or cackles, I should say.
Sure. You can join us.
Read. Yeah.
He
Welcome
sits
aboard.
down as he takes a swig of his beer.
Yeah, it's good.
Or
But
it's ale.
It's ale.
Ale.
Ale. Okay.
Common tone.
You sure you're old enough to be drinking that?
Does it really matter? he laughs as he takes another gulp.
As long as you have the money, you can do whatever you want. Here.
And after all, Kenku only lived a few years compared to most races, so live it up faster.
Fair enough.
Smart.
So,
But never too young to go veteran. Anyways, next person.
all right, and so last but not least, I'm gonna pull up my notes here for our last player. Apologies, I'm just taking a quick circle.
Oh, there.
Circle.
Oh.
All right. So now my question for you, Seal. Would Smeared be from here? Sindris.
I must first question, does this place have a large desert in it?
To the far north section in the oh god, what is it? Hold on. Pulling up my map. There is a desert. It is known as the Zorthas Desert. It is in the northern section of Sindris, and it is a place that has a primarily lizard folk and dragonborn.
That works.
All right.
So I believe he would be here, and he'd be wandering, like searching. He also needs money, very badly.
Oh.
I have literally 0 gold in any other form of currency.
Oh Jesus.
Oh
I
shit.
probably forgot to add it when I made the characters.
Yeah,
I'm just playing off that now.
I think so. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, let me take a look at your stuff here. Oh, you're proficient with cooking utensils? Hell yeah. Hold on. I'm currently looking at your information.
I have 9 silver. However, it makes sense for his background. So
Yeah, kinda, yeah. Let's see here. Proficiency in languages. Oh, D&D Beyond.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful D&D Beyond.
So traits, speed. D&D Beyond.
Be right back.
Got your sticks and you got your swords. Now, I don't see your background. Did you? What background did you go with?
Good question. Folk hero.
Folk hero. Okay, so you'd have. I'd say you'd have some gold. About to say.
But I like the idea more that I've been like wandering for so long that I just fully ran out of all of my money, and that's why I'm taking this job.
To be, I mean, you know what? Fair.
You got mugged.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go with.
Absolutely fair. Not that you need gold that much. I mean, because of your tracking background and cooking utensils, you could cook for yourself. So it's not like it's too much, but it's one of those things where it's like, money would be really good, you know? That being said, you are making your way down south, making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and you're not homebound, because that's back up north. So down south, you're realizing, lizard folk and dragonborn have it pretty well, in comparison to the rest of the land. But coming down south, it provides a unique experience. You're so used to the lush desert sands. You're so used to various beasts and being able to track them in the sand. It's never been too much of a challenge. But man, I'd assume your interest would be piqued with the sight of various muds, various smaller forests and swamplands. The way of tracking creatures and hunting beasts for food. It's definitely been a unique challenge for you. And through passing of a few places, you have heard of a bounty, a pretty sizable bounty, down in this place called Hollow. Seems like they're having a hard time based on what you could tell. It could use somebody who can track a person down. My question for you is, would that be something that your character would be interested in?
I would say so.
All
I
right.
think, backstory for this would be, I'm gonna stumble into town, ragged clothes. I've just been mugged of all of my money, and I heard about this, really high bounty, and I was running low on cash already, and this seems like a perfect opportunity to get some more money and not die.
Fair enough. Fair enough. In that case, let's make this a little fun, and I'll say, as you were coming down through the country, you ended up running into this group of people in this blackish purple armor, and they told you to either give you your items or give you your life. You asked them what the fuck he meant, and they beat the shit out of you and took your gold. But you lived. And making your way through the area, you were able to find this small town, which definitely has some jobs in it. However, my question is, now that you're in town, looking for money, and knowing that this contract exists, where do you go?
I would assume, as I've been wandering, my character would know that most quests are in, taverns that go for information, so I would most likely look for a tavern.
Alright, then I'll have you roll a perception check.
I rolled on D&D Beyond, even though I didn't mean to. 21.
21? Alright. So, with a 21, easy peasy. You're taking a look around, you basically just notice there's a lot of people coming out of that building over there with that big tooth on it. I'm gonna go over there. And needless to say, you find the big tooth, and the big tooth carved on it says, it's literally titled, The Big Tooth Inn. That's where you need to go. My question is, do you want to just saunter your way in?
I think I wouldn't walk in. No, I'd walk in jollily, loud presence, yeah.
Alright. So you burst open the door. For everyone else, you guys notice this door swings wide open, and you see this pretty decent-sized, bulky dragonborn walk in. Some tattered clothes. The armor still looks okay, but the clothes definitely look a little tattered. A little worse for wear, but he comes right in. Can I help you, sir?
I would like any information about. I'm gonna change up the accent because I meant to do an Australian one. And I fully forgot about it.
Absolutely.
I'd like information on the Duncan bounty.
You're talking about
Darren.
You're talking about that Darren.
Yeah.
Well, what a coincidence! As he looks at the other 3 people at the bar, these individuals were also looking to catch this individual.
Interesting. Very.
Hey, would you like a drink?
Sure. If it is on the house.
Roll a persuasion check.
Where's the passive perception on this?
So hard. Not 20.
Nat 20? Oh my god!
Shit!
He gives you a look and he goes, well, shit, son, you look like you had the shit beaten out of you. And you watch as he pours you up a foamy glass of ale and passes it to you. This one's on the house. Next one you pay for.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm not gonna fucking unreward a natural 20, goddamn.
Fair.
Okay. I want to walk over to the group of 3 and introduce myself.
Alright. So, for the rest of you guys, you watch as this Dragonborn, red scales, pretty decent height, walks up to you guys, and with his tattered clothes and his drink, and his well-deserved drink, gives you guys a...
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, God.
Cackler takes notice of them walking over and kind of just waves, like, I see that you're coming to join us, so come and join us. Kind of a wave. If that makes
You're
sense.
here for coin or personal?
Coin or what?
Coin or personal reason?
Coin.
Alright.
Got mugged by
Put
some
your hand out.
bandits on the way here.
Yeah, that's
Well, you
damn
need some
shame.
coin anyways.
You just see the bartender
Hand
cleans the glass.
Knew you'd have that.
Hey,
That's-
one time. While we're here, one time.
You can't not have it. I almost said Western. We're not doing Western.
I
This
mean,
is completely different.
again, Gothic mixed with Deadland.
Yeah, fair.
Mixed with Deadwood, which is like a cowboy-esque kind of situation.
Yeah,
So it makes sense.
Yeah,
The-
true.
The character I'm playing was originally meant to be a cowboy, but I was too lazy to look up all the gun stuff, so he became a ranger.
Hey.
Hey, fair.
fair.
Well, since you're here for coin, put out your hand. Let's test your strength.
I put up my hand for a nice strong shake.
All right, I would like both of you guys to roll strength checks.
I'm gonna use my blood dice.
14.
All right.
Well, the base roll was a 14, but that's a 19.
All right. So, I will say this, for you, Casper, pretty decent handshake. You could pretty definitely assume you're stronger than this individual, but not bad in comparison to especially for Dragonborn. For you, Circle, this is a tough individual. You can obviously tell this guy knows how to handle himself in a fight. But you know what? So can you. So it's not as bad as you thought it might be.
Alright. Welcome to the group. It'll make a fine addition.
It's good to see. It's good to see we got a nice group of individuals willing to take care of Hollow's problem. Yeah. These are rough times.
Rough times indeed.
Well, let's make sure if you guys are going after Darren, I assume you're all gonna want a place to sleep tonight.
I'd be much obliged.
Fair enough.
I'm here.
In that case, since you're taking care of the town's problem, we got 3 rooms available. Take them as needed if you're going after Darren in the morning.
Yeah.
On the house this time.
No.
That means
Yeah, at least
we're good to finish that gold piece I gave you earlier with some more rounds.
yeah, pretty much.
How much is
That's
the
like 1,000 beers.
Typically I charge a silver piece a room.
Give them 2 silver. I prefer not to take anything for free, especially from some townsfolk.
And you watch
Can I come in now?
Yeah,
Or-
absolutely. They're all having a conversation
We're
at the
all
bar,
here together.
currently talking about going after a bounty.
Hearing speak of a room, he kind of puts he puts his head up. Excuse me, bartender.
Yeah.
Do I still have a room for tonight, or
Your room is still booked up, so you're good to go.
thank you? I'm just making sure.
Absolutely, don't worry. I wouldn't forget any of the patrons who've already paid.
He nods. Are you talking about that job?
Well, these individuals here seem interested in going after. He kind of leans over to you. The town's problem, if you know what I mean.
He nods.
Yeah.
Mm. You certainly don't have enough hands. I can join you if you like.
Well, that'd be mighty fine, stranger.
Much appreciated.
He nods.
Sorry, my brain just immediately sort of like started laughing hysterically at the thought of fucking Casper trying to give him a handshake.
Oh God!
I mean,
Rip it off.
you know what? Hold on.
Go for it.
Hey there, book feller. Let's have a let's do a handshake.
Go for it.
I bet a nice little handshake to seal the deal.
Roll.
Sure. He puts out his hand and rolls a natural 20 for a 22 overall.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Tonight's the night for naturals, apparently.
Hey, you don't want to die. I mean, you know.
Let's hope that
So,
that 20's
adrenaline.
pulled out.
Natural 20 with a 25.
Oh Jesus Christ, guys! Wait, don't waste your natural 20s in handshaking, okay?
No, waste them in handshaking.
Jesus Christ!
It is not a waste. Put them into handshakes.
I will say this for anybody who's not involved in this handshake. This is probably by far one of the most manliest handshakes you've ever seen. As both their hands clasp together. They don't even go for hands. They just grab each other by the forearm, and you just see their both of them. Their biceps are just rippling. This person who does not look like he should be like as strong as he is, just the biceps just pulsing. Loading up those, reading through all those,
Yeah, that's right.
reading all those books after all these years paid off. And for you, Casper, This guy is has a surprisingly good grip. Jesus Christ. Still not as good as you, but definitely surprisingly good grip.
That says gives the legendary handshake.
Legendary handshake.
Just everybody's watching it. All of a sudden, you just see sweat come down in both of their brows, and literally, there's a guy in the corner just going, "My eyes!"
I don't think you
Legendary
understood,
handshake.
Casey. Remember Travis's secret handshake?
Oh, I'm aware of Travis's secret handshake, and
the legendary Travis secret handshake.
we do not talk about Kai in this campaign. Thank you very much. He secret handshaked my Minotaur leader. We do not talk about Kai in this campaign. So it's a long story, and let's just say Travis really knew how to bullshit his way through my stuff.
Hey, like me.
Kinda, yeah.
There.
To be fair, this is also the same friend that when we both try to be... Me and him both try to be edgy around each other, we'd burst into laughter.
There.
Alright. If you guys want to keep drinking, you can. But I'm going to go up to room and formulate a plan to take down this monster. I've seen firsthand what this means.
Speaking of, as you guys are eating and drinking, all of a sudden you hear a koosh as the door gets kicked open. And you see 6 individuals walk into the room. Cackler and Fargo, you recognize these individuals.
Uh-oh.
You see this very familiar armor, but I say blackish and purple. And you watch as it goes. Does anybody speak Elven?
Nope. I do not.
Yo.
I do.
Speak crawl if you want crawl.
I speak everything. I speak Elven.
All right then.
I speak Elven as well.
Let me be special. Fuck you.
You watch
Fine,
it.
I
What the
speak
heck is
Sylvan.
Barbarian for you?
No one's special.
You watch as these individuals walk in, and you hear them. You start to hear them speak. All right, boys, you know the drill. And he looks at everybody in the room. Hello, everyone. A pleasure to see the town still standing after all this under our protection. You guys watch as the barkeep just kind of sighs, and the other individuals are the other people in the bar are just kind of keeping their heads down. What's wrong? No welcoming committee for your friendly neighborhood consecrators. You know, we keep this place safe after all. And
One sec.
yes.
I'd like to whisper to the bartender. Is this gonna be a problem? Because I know how to fix problems.
The barkeep gives you a look and kind of gives you a moment, like a finger. What do you want? We've already paid you for your quote-unquote protection. Well, mighty rude of you to say it like that. But now that you bring it up, the price has gone up a little bit after that crazed scientist has made his way over here. It's going to cost at least another, I don't know, 10 gold pieces. I mean, if nobody could pay it, you watch as his scimitar starts to come out of his sheath. I mean, there might be a problem.
I'm curious. Is he rolling intimidation?
Yes, he is.
He rolled a 4.
Oh, Lord.
I was about to say he rolled higher, but I forgot. You can say "fuck you" to me. So with his boost, that is a 8. You guys aren't really scared of him. It seems like almost by fate, he kind of like trips on his words a little bit. Doesn't seem as scary as you thought it might be.
In Winter,
Yes.
do something.
Sure. What would you like to do?
I love divination.
I'm gonna stand up and put a hand on my halberd. Take a step forward, and you can come get your money. I'm activating Tunnel Fighter.
Fair enough. He's gonna look at you. He's gonna roll an insight check.
I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
You roll well.
Oh my god.
Oh?
That is a 17.
So he peed himself because that's a nat 20 with my plus 5.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We're burning all of our nat 20s.
You're burning all your nat 20s right now.
I'll die.
Right now.
The very next fight.
I want to burn.
With the
Burn
very
bright.
first fight, we're gonna
Burn
start
slowly,
rolling that
burn
one.
all at once.
You watch this individual in the front doesn't seem intimidated by you. He's just like, I gotta say, between me and my boys, and he watches they're kind of like backed up at the door. You can see a bit of worry across his face.
One step forward.
Cackler actually busts up laughing as he watches them back up. Well, correction, cackling.
I'm gonna roll something real fast.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
With the DM
You think I'm
evil laugh, something bad
You
happens.
think
You
I'm
never want the DM evil laugh.
You think I'm scared of someone like you? I deal with bigger problems than you.
Whoa!
And you watch as he lifts up his hand, and immediately a cloud of darkness appears before you guys. And
Oh shit.
I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh fuck. I
about to
called
say.
it.
I will say this, and while you guys are rolling initiative, I'm very regrettably to say that I have no maps for this because of the fact. Normally I absolutely would, but considering my week from hell, I have no maps for this. Unfortunately, it's all theater of the mind.
You didn't even take that one step forward.
I got
think
a 2.
I got a 4. I rolled a nat 1 in my thing is 3.
Oh,
yeah.
For fuck's sakes, they rolled a nat 20 on initiative.
21.
Damn you guys!
So-
Everyone's rolling 20s except me.
Oh, I got a nat 1.
True.
Hey, you know
I
what?
got the nat 1 just now too, but yeah.
Hey, what better way to, what better time to waste your nat ones than right now,
True.
Can we steal Kazir's nat 20s?
Apparently, possibly. So I'm gonna
Wait, no, I didn't ever really get that many nat 20s before, did I?
So let's go ahead. You rolled an average amount. So 25 to
Lou's the one with the surplus of nat 20s. Remember?
That's because Tiny's luck is ridiculous.
Fact.
I traded in my con for luck. I got a 21.
21. Okay. So 25 to 20, we got a 21. All right. I say Casper 21. 20 to 15.
Yeah, 19.
19. Okay. All right. 15 to 10.
13.
13. Okay. 10 to 5.
Yo. Oh, wait, no. No, I got 4, not 5.
All right. 5 to 1.
Yo.
So we got Cackler with a 4, and what did you get? And what did you get there?
I got a 2.
A 2. All right.
Ouch.
So Cackler 4 and Circle 2. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start at the top of the initiative. which is the Consecrators. They roll a natural 20 on their initiative, and they are unfortunately though, while this person in a panic casts darkness. Only problem is they can't see in magical darkness. They don't have devil sight.
Neither do I.
But do they step forward?
They do step forward. My question is, would Tunnel Fighter work when you're blind?
Yes.
Because if I remember correctly how Opportunity Attack works, Opportunity Attack only works on a target you can see.
Hold on. I'll look it up.
This is... Yeah, I better say, this was something I had to double check.
Yes. It's only Wednesday.
Damn, about to say. He casts darkness and fear, but it's like, at the same time, he's also blind. So first of all, I have to roll to see if he can... I have to roll to see if these guys can find anyone. Because this is like a giant like bellow of darkness. This is like about to say, Wanderer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like 20 by 20.
Screwed.
It's like the whole room is filled with darkness essentially.
15 foot. Hold on, I'll pull up the race sheet really quick, and I can tell you exactly. It's I think it's a 30-foot sphere.
Wait, hold on. Oh, hold up. My brace ability doesn't require sight.
Your brace ability doesn't require sight? Alright.
It does not require sight. I activate brace.
Jesus. Alright, hold on.
It is a 15-foot radius sphere for 1 minute. Or 10 minutes, sorry.
You have 10 minutes. It's a really good ability.
Concentration?
Let's see, brace. When a creature you can see moves into reach.
Oh, you can see. Never mind.
Don't you worry, Tiny. About to say, I have a lot of notes and stuff on your stuff because I fucking love fighters. So
I can still stab him.
You absolutely still can. So
sorry for the poke of metagame. It's concentration of 10 minutes, and it's a 15-foot radius sphere from 1 point.
Yes, which he would have targeted directly on you because he's afraid of you.
Me?
Not you.
Good.
On Casper here. So first of all, I gotta roll to see if he can even find you in his own darkness. Okay, yeah, no, he's able to find you, but he has to now, and he's gonna try to hit you, but it's gonna be with a disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yo.
Pull out my... So with their scimitar. With disadvantage. Oh wow! I actually rolled really well.
Oh no!
That'll say that's a with dirty 20.
Hit.
All right. I was about to say, I'm like, this is gonna miss so hardcore, and I rolled a 16 and a 19, and I'm like, holy shit! All right, you know,
nice.
Lucky shot, you know. Oh, god damn! All right, that's 8 points of damage.
Ow.
And
okay.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 6 plus 22.
22. You're fine. Gotta say. Yeah, you're perfectly fine. There's no added effect or anything if you succeed. You feel this weird sensation go across your body, but you're able to kind of like shrug it off. You've dealt with people like this before. Fuck them. And you watch it, and he kind of looks into the darkness. He's like, gotcha. And he's going to swing one more time.
All right.
Nope, that's a miss. That's a 7. Just right off your armor. The others are actually going to... I'm going to roll. I'm going to see what happens. We're going to see which... This fight's going to be weird, guys. So to make this quick, we got... All right, and then... All right. Chance. Suddenly you feel a person just kind of right into you. And you kind of take a moment, and you felt that armor, and you're just like, oh shit. And he's going to swing at you with disadvantage.
Dang.
Okay.
They weren't even a part of the fight. They're just attacking everything.
Oh yeah, well the darkness kind of swarmed around you. You didn't move. According to you, you moved forward, but you didn't move too far from the bar. So it's like you and three other of your members are kind of. Well, actually, all of you were technically having a conversation near each other. So it's like most of you guys are in the darkness.
Yeah.
So with disadvantage, does a 13 hit you?
No.
All right. Similar sensation. You see a blade kind of hit your chainmail, and it just kind of chink. And he's gonna try to swing one more time. That's worse. That's an 8. Yeah, you kind of you're like fat chance, man. You're not gonna make me spill my drink. And the last one. Let's see what happens. Shit. Let's see. Who is he going after? Uh-oh. Smeared.
Oh God.
You watch as you also feel a similar sensation of someone just kind of oh, and then suddenly you see a sword swing right at you. Yeah, no, that's a massive miss. That's a 6.
Yeah, that does not hit me.
And then second swing. That is oh my fucking why two? My curse of 2s is still here. That's another 6.
Hey.
We like it when you get 2s.
Yeah, well, fuck you too, Bricks. So yeah, Smeared, you just see you feel the sensation of a blade swinging at you, and you're just kind of both miss, no issues. And the Grung are gonna do their own thing. You guys have no idea what's going on with them. But that is their turn. Casper,
Hello.
the only thing you know is that there is a person in front of you, you think.
There's a guy in front of me. I don't like him being in front of me.
All right.
So, I'm just gonna say good luck. All right. To both me and him.
All right. So it's gonna be roll. If you're gonna attack, it's with disadvantage.
Yep. So first attack. That's still really good. 5 strength. 19.
That hits.
All right. So I'm going to use my push maneuver, and he needs to make a dex save and a con save.
Well, let's start with the dex save for the ability.
Dex save for the ability.
That is a 23. That agile motherfuckers. Yeah, to be fair, it was a natural 19, so. So we got some damage.
Yeah, got some damage, girl. Oh, Lord. Okay. A strength save.
A strength save?
Strength save.
Man, a dex and a strength save, Jesus.
Battlemaster.
Oh, but fuck's sakes. I mean, their strength's not great. 18?
Yeah, he succeeds.
How come I can't roll this high against the Solaires? Goddamn, that's about to say. I rolled
10 damage.
10 damage. Get.
He needs a con save. Yeah.
Con save. That's enough to keep it up. That's an 11 plus con.
All right.
So the darkness is still up.
Now, all right. Attack 2. So, Jesus Christ. What the heck? What's the 17 plus 8?
That's a 25.
Whatever it is, it hits.
Yes, it does.
So, another pushing attack and
Okay.
all the saves again. Dex, strength, and go.
Okay. Starting with strength. That is a 13.
That fails. He is shoved 15 feet in the direction.
All right. Dexterity save. Oh my gosh, that is a 12.
He fails. He is tripped. As he's
Wait.
shoved.
As he hits, you hear a whoop, and he falls downwards. And which, by the way, for everyone in this bar, it is an audible whoop as he falls down.
Right. He takes 22 damage and con save.
Damn! Holy shit! Oh no, no con save needed. As you try to shove him, you feel your blade sink in, and as you knock him backwards, you guys suddenly watch as the darkness is gone, and he is bled out.
Go it!
He just pops his neck and then turns around to the other two who are attacking his.
Yeah, which now that the darkness is gone, you guys immediately see a drow like trying to hit Chance and a drow trying to stab Smeared.
Smeared.
What's happening with the grunk?
You don't see him.
Oh, good. Okay, die. Okay, so I'm gonna action surge.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
And which one of my party members looks squishy?
Between the two of them, I think Chance has a higher armor class than Smeared does.
Then I'll attack the one that's attacking Smeared.
Protect Smeared.
Protect Smeared. Yes, I killed him.
I'm zoned out for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Well,
Alright. I say, do you want to like move to the side so you can have flanking?
Yes.
Alright, then you can roll with advantage.
Should I do another? I don't think I'm gonna do it.
good call.
Yeah. Or, you know what? I'll do another push. Why not? Oh my god.
What'd you get?
So he's gonna take a lot of damage.
Go on, I'm listening.
Are you talking?
Another crit.
Holy shit!
Jesus criminy.
I love this dice tower. So I need the saves from him. Or strength and dex.
Let's start with strength. That's a fail.
Shoved against the book.
Success with dexterity.
Okay. And 36 damage.
Oh Jesus!
Are you fucking kidding? That's damn.
Dude,
I have a halberd.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Stray.
Wow.
Here's the thing, Stray. Fighters do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I have a halberd. Dead.
Yeah. As you swing the halberd, you guys Smeared. You watch as essentially he smears the freaking drow in front of you on the ground as he flies down to the wall, and you see you hear a very sizable like slam as the drow's skull hits the wall, and he just falls to the ground bleeding.
Now for the next one. I'm getting it flanking.
Okay.
And,
Wow.
second
Man.
verse save is the first.
To be fair,
Push.
he only
Another
gets action surge once per day. So
Wait,
You know what?
but didn't he just
I'm
use
not gonna-
action surge to get to the first, second guy?
no. With action surge, it allows you to have an extra action. The bar is not the bar is not that huge, so like the darkness filled a lot of the space.
Oh, okay,
But
I get you.
you guys were basically all
Straight.
clumped together, so
Straight, you
That's
have
fair.
to know that. I can hit anyone in the bar while standing at the bar.
I got you.
Okay. Should I do another push?
it's up to you.
I'll just I'll do another push. I get action search back on. I get all these back in a short rest.
Can I ask you a quick?
Yeah.
For my familiar stats, can I use the giant bat? It's a
Yeah.
challenge rating of a quarter.
That's fine.
Alright, just making sure.
Absolutely.
So 28 to hit.
That will. That absolutely
And-
hits.
28 plus 6. He takes 10 damage. And then I'm just gonna. You know what? I don't need to use
You're the
fire
one
right
who
now.
wants attention, Storm.
I'm gonna do the bonus action, hitting the person with the pommel with the Polar Master thing.
All right.
It gives a bonus action attack.
That is correct.
Fox.
That's another nat 20.
Fucking God, Tiny. Jesus.
Wow.
I am sorry.
It be that way sometimes.
14.
Okay, that's 24 points of damage. But I say this guy. Hey, but surprisingly, this guy's still up.
Guy's still up. Okay, now kill him.
Okay, so that is your turn. Much of a turn as it is.
Yep.
Wanderer, your turn.
Alright, bet.
I'm good at solving practical problems.
Practical problems.
I can see him.
Yes, you. Now that the darkness is gone, you can see him right in front of Chance, and he's pretty hurt as this halberd has hit him. What's your passive perception, by the way?
My passive, my PP is 11. I don't have very high passive perception.
But I say,
I think
is it a 16?
no, it is 11.
And the only thing you notice is the only enemy you notice in here is the drow, again hurt but standing in front of Chance.
The only living enemy right now.
Well,
See it.
my robe very suddenly falls off, and it's going to attack.
All right.
It flies forward and makes an attack on him.
So you guys watch as this individual's robe, or at least what you thought was a robe, suddenly drops from his back, and you see that this gigantic bat flies upwards and towards the drow that is attacking you, Chance.
Get within flanking.
It's gonna be a 14 to hit as I use my other port.
Let me take a look at the armor class here. The armor class. Oh, it just misses. Armor class of 15.
Even still, he'll move into flanking.
Okay.
And what is that? Because I'm not super familiar with Find Familiar. So am I bonus action and action, or is...
For familiars, if I remember correctly... Hold on. Find familiar.
Pack of a chain rock?
I say he is a wizard, which wizards have the ability to have. Find familiar. Familiar statistics.
They can do any action but attack. Unless you're
Really?
certain.
You can have more than one familiar. Check through the familiar's eyes. Here, what is here? Still the second check. Gain the benefit. Finally, within range of touch or familiar. You can deliver a spell as it cast through you. Familiar can be within 100 feet of you. Item reaction to deliver the spell. When it casts it, the spell requires an attack roll. You can use your attack modifier for the roll. But I say, according to this, there's nothing in here that says you can't have your familiar attack someone. So, but I would assume, but to give it a command does take your action.
Okay.
So, which means that unfortunately,
in that case, I'm gonna use my No, I'm not. Never mind.
However, familiars are fun when you're a wizard or any other kind of spellcaster because you can cast spells through them.
Fair.
No, that's why I'm not casting my bonus action right now because I want to keep the thing that I'm thinking of for a second.
All right, fair enough. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Would my bat count as flanking, or
I would say because of its ability to fly, it can technically occupy the same space as it can still occupy the same space as either Chance or the space of. It'd be a tight squeeze for sharing a space with. It would be a tight space with fitting between him and Casper, but he could also do it. So I would say yeah.
Alright. Then I'll make sure he's in flanking and
have you. Yeah, fair enough. With that being said, Chance.
Yeah.
This guy tried to stab you.
He can go himself.
Fair.
Kill him.
The thing for the neck, remove it.
I will pull out my warhammer. Maybe I'll use my mace instead. Fuck it.
You are currently flanking with Casper, so you do have advantage.
Okay. So straight roll then.
So I don't know. It's advantage because the darkness is gone. So.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, I killed the guy.
You killed he brutally murdered the guy. You know, similar.
And then the guy's friend and almost killed the that guy.
You know, similar to how you brutally killed that orc. You know.
21 to hit.
21 absolutely hits.
That is a D6. Force. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Bonk.
All right, and so my only question is, Chance, how do you want to kill this drow?
Smack him in his head with it, with my mace.
You're just like, goddamn, and you just swing the mace, and yeah, you guys watch as the side of this drow skull kind of dents inwards, and he falls to the ground. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
See if he has any.
Bonus action, rob him.
Yep.
All right, fair enough. Roll an investigation check.
The ground.
15.
You look through this guy's stuff, and you actually find a decently weighed coin pouch.
All right.
However, you do find something else interesting on him. Aside from this person's crossbow and sword, he seemed to be carrying something on his back.
Here's a gun.
Yes, a gun. He appears to have a intricately carved spear.
Ooh.
I'll take that too.
All right. It's kind of weird. Like the moment you pull it out and you really and you kind of take a look at it, there's a lot of like markings on it.
You're saying it's magical.
Yeah, might be. Who knows?
Who knows? I'll just have to sit with it and find out.
Indeed. But yeah. So bonus action, rob the guy. Fair enough. So mission success.
Coin pouch and spear.
Yeah, and I'll say you have the coin pouch, but you can't see what's inside of it just yet because you're taking just a few seconds to quickly rob him.
Yep.
You're literally just grabbing the items like mine, and then yeah. All right, next up on this list is Cackler and Cackler. You have a passive perception of 16.
Oh, I was wondering.
you kind of, as you're kind of looking around, you're like, all right, we killed them. Wait a minute. Where are the... And you look upwards, and you see crawling along the ceiling are the 3 grung.
Fuck.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Wait. I can see them. They entered my range. Die!
The only problem is your passive perception. You didn't notice them.
And it's not your turn yet.
With tunnel fighter and all that stuff, he absolutely could hit them. Problem, it has to be a target he can see, and these guys stealthed.
Point them out. I can stab them.
Fair. How tall is this building?
It's not super tall. It's probably about 12 feet. If you wanted to, like, say, throw a dagger or something at him, easily within range.
I'll throw one of my daggers.
All right. My question is, however, because you're new to this subclass, would you like to use your insightful fighting?
Oh, how does that work?
So how it works is with insightful fighting, you can look at one of these grung and force them to roll a deception check against your insight check. And if they roll lower than you, you have a bead on their fighting style, which means if you hit them, regardless of your hidden status or advantage, you automatically have sneak attack on them.
Oh, yes, I'll do that.
All right. Then I'll have you roll an insight check, and I will roll a deception check for him.
Okay.
Roll well. That's a
16.
threat.
My insight is... Where's my insight?
+3.
+3, yeah. So, 19.
19. Well, I rolled a 10.
Yes.
And so you look at him and you start to study his movements. You see how he's moving along the ceiling. Weird as it is, you start to kind of get a fix of how he moves, and you're after like 1 second, you're like, got him.
That's it.
So would you like to throw your dagger?
Yes.
Then I'll have you roll to hit.
All right. And that is a motherfucker. That's a dice is 9 plus my
proficiency plus your dexterity.
Proficiency is
+3.
Proficiency is +3, and my not performance.
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Thank you. Is +3 also.
So 15.
Yeah.
Which hits. Yeah, 15, which hits.
Yeah.
You kill it. It's
now for
squishy.
damage.
So, for starters, I'll have you roll a d4 for your dagger.
Okay. Oh yeah. 1d4. Oh yeah. That's a 3.
That's 3, and then because you are a level 6 rogue, remind me it's 3d6 at that level, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So roll me 3d6.
All right. First d6 is a 5.
Okay.
A 3.
Okay.
And a 2.
So that's 20 points total. And you guys watch as Cackler kind of looks up, studies him, and you're just like, there! And just throws the dagger, and you watch as it slices across the throat, and one of them just falls to the ground. Yeah, pretty much. Dude, inside inquisitive rogues are literally my favorite kind of rogue. Just saying.
The only thing you hear as it hits the floor is,
oh. Yeah. And I end my turn there.
All right. Let us say that is Cackler's turn. And oh, by the way, Stray, a little fun fact about inquisitive rogues: you can do the insightful fighting as a bonus action on any turn.
Oh.
Yeah, literally every if one round you killed your target, next turn you can go bonus action inquisitive fighting, like insightful fighting, and then you can still attack that turn and still get a chance to get a sneak attack. It's a really good ability.
Yeah, I can tell.
So, well, with
almost wish I could do that with Skizir now.
you have assassinate, so I mean, like.
True.
But with that being said, my question is, do you? Yes, but Cackler, do you point them out?
Yes.
He just said there.
After the first one drops, he goes, "There's 2 more up there," and points.
Fair enough. So smeared. So you've watched.
Smeared.
You're. I'm sorry, Seal. I love your character's name.
Best name.
Oh,
Amazing.
you're right.
Agreed.
But I say you look up and you see the 2 individuals. So you see the 2 grung hanging out on the ceiling.
It's just
Okay.
chilling.
No, although I am incredibly chaotic, I would like to use my breath weapon. That's stupid, so I won't.
I mean, you could.
I could, but I'd probably burn down the whole inn. So
You
that's
don't
not.
have the money
Yeah.
to pay that.
Breathe fire in a place where that serves alcohol.
And another thing, so if I was looking and I just realized this, that I get 2 attacks per action, and that is cool.
That is correct. Rangers at 5th level get an extra attack.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot the people on the ceiling.
All right. But I
My
say
goal.
there are 2 on the ceiling. One that seems to be a greenish color, and one that seems to be a purplish color.
Kill the purple.
I'll shoot the purple.
Shoot the purple.
I'm
All
peer
right.
pressured into it.
All right. Roll the hit.
Shoot
10.
one. If it doesn't die, shoot the other.
Flat 10.
Yep.
But I say, unfortunately, that's a miss. As you quickly pull back your bow and take a shot, you watch as the grung quickly just. I assume none of you speak grung.
Nope.
No.
Hey, are they beasts that count?
Yeah, no, they're technically amphibians and they're technically humanoids. So
I wish I could use spike growth on this. 'Cause it looks cool, but
It's
also it doesn't count as the ground and it's the ceiling. So
Hey.
hey,
Throw
if
it
you
from the ceiling.
if you believe in it hard enough, I would absolutely allow it.
You
okay.
couldn't. It is counted as a surface.
Okay, I desire to cast the 2nd level spike growth
All right.
directly on the point where the grum is.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm pulling up this spell real fast. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Let's take a look here. So, spike growth. It's a 20-foot radius centered on 1 point. It's 7 very sharp thorns. Well, it just happens. You don't need to roll a hit or anything. It just happens. You guys watch as suddenly from the ceiling, as you watch as 7 sharp, it almost looks like the ceiling itself suddenly grows these wooden metals spikes out of them. These grung are going to have to roll a saving throw real fast. Let's see here.
No dex save.
No dex save, but I'm for flavor. I'm doing this because this is
drop to the ground.
Yeah, well, to save they fall to the ground, and also these are 7 spikes that just were basically formed underneath them.
Yeah. So you think,
So we're gonna roll something for funsies here. What's your spell save DC?
14.
14. Okay, duly noted. Hold on. Oh God. Okay, second one. Oh my God. Okay. You guys suddenly watch as these 2 grung get spiked to the ground. As they are pinned down. And I'm just gonna quickly roll some damage real fast. Let's see here. So for the
Forgot it's 2d4 piercing.
yeah, for the spell, that is 6 points of damage, and for the fall damage, as they fell 12 feet. And by fell, I mean were shunted.
Launched.
Yeah.
Got spiked into the ground.
Oh
Both
Jesus.
senses of the terms.
You guys watch as there is 1 bloody stub on the ground. As one of them is dead. The green one is dead, and the purple one is currently pinned through the stomach on the ground.
Ooh.
Nice.
And you watch as a lot of the patrons are currently hiding.
Don't blame them.
Now that 7 spikes are now falling from the ceiling as if they are shark teeth coming through. You get a feeling some of them are having flashbacks to why this is called the Long Tooth Inn. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Good question. I do not desire. Wait. Was that grown below its max health?
Unfortunately, it had its full health. Unfortunately, otherwise I would have factored in your hunter ability.
So sad.
I know.
Yeah, okay, I'm happy.
All right.
With that.
Fair enough. So that is your turn. We're back at the top of the round. The
Grung's
Grung's turn. He is pinned. He is literally his speed is 0. I'm gonna quickly check to see what he can do, considering the fact that he is stuck. Oh. The Grung is gonna look at you guys, and he is going to. Suddenly, you watch as his throat engorges a little bit.
Do it.
And you start to hear a humming sound. And I would like all of you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Alright.
Oh, great. Nat 20! A fucking nat 20 finally.
14.
14. Okay.
14.
You said Constitution?
Wisdom.
Oh, Wisdom. My brain skipped.
16.
Chance.
23.
Plus 3. As of 23 too.
All right. So 14, 16, 23, 23, and Wanderer, what was yours?
15.
15?
19.
18. All right. So only two of you failed. About to say. Both Smeared and Casper, as you suddenly start to hear this whirrings, this like sound going off coming from him. It's almost like the melody seems to like meld with your mind just a little bit as you suddenly start to kind of lose yourself. You kind of hold the sides of your head like you're unable to concentrate. You are both stunned.
Ouch.
That is not fun.
Ow.
About to say, 1 second. I'm just gonna take a look at this and so that is all he can do because he literally cannot escape right now. Normally it would be Casper's turn, but you are stunned, so you unfortunately cannot do anything.
Yep.
Sorry, my good sir.
That's fine. They'll kill it for me.
That's true. That is true. So
I did my job.
yeah, you brutally murdered the drow. It's fine. Wanderer, you currently see a drow on the ground. You currently see a bunch of drow on the ground. You see a couple of dead grung, and you see one grung who is humming a tune.
How far away is he from me?
Probably about 10 feet.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast a spell.
Alright.
And then I'm going to use my action to use the spell. This spell is Dragon's Breath.
Oh, Jesus. And which element are you going for?
It's gonna be cold, so I don't do damage to the building.
Fair enough.
No, do fire.
Just burn the bar down. It's fine.
Is going to be 8 if he fails the dex save.
Which he is
pinned.
pinned. Yeah, he is technically what is the term for it? Not paralyzed, but immobilized.
Prone.
Prone, yes, but it's a special kind of prone. Where's my cards?
Grappled, restrained, because he is pinned by a gigantic fucking wooden metal spike.
So, and because he is restrained, he, I believe, automatically fails dexterity saving throws.
So he is going to take 8 cold damage.
Which turns him into a grung pop.
Tasty.
A grugsicle.
Pretty much, which the music immediately stops as you guys literally, any of you who aren't stunned, you watch as this individual a tiefling walks up, kind of just extends out his hand and just yeah, pretty much.
He just cast dragon breath. He burped.
Yes, and just suddenly this grung is like flash freeze, like completely frozen.
Are we no longer stunned?
Yes, Casper and Smeared, you are
Free.
now free from the music and or the hum or whatever you want to think it is from this.
I can
grung.
now loot my 2 kills.
All right. But I say good job, good shit, guys, good shit.
Hey, yeah, that was a fun round. Or fun battle.
My question for my question for Smeared. Do you drop concentration on the spikes?
Of course not. Why would I?
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, so the spikes are still there, and they're gonna be there for the next 10 minutes.
A little bit.
10 minutes later. For now, everyone who's in the bar is trapped there, unless they want to go out the window. So,
the first thing Cackler does is go get his dagger.
Fair enough. So while Cackler, you're grabbing your dagger, Casper, you wanted to check the bodies.
Yeah, check my 2 kills.
All right. Roll me a investigation.
They can check the grung because they killed it. I'm checking my investigation.
Investigation check.
Smart cookie. 19.
19. All right. So as you take a look through the bodies, you're seeing similar to the other drow. You see a pouch of a coin pouch, both pretty decent size. You get a sense that these guys probably hustle a lot of people. And amongst them, you see crossbows with 20 crossbow bolts each. You see that one of them is carrying a short sword and the other one is carrying a scimitar. And you also do see pendants, religious pendants.
Oh.
They're like around their necks, and if you want to, you could take those off of them, or if you just want to like kick them over to look at it.
I'll kick him over to look at it.
All right. Have you roll a religion check?
Alright. Since I'm from this area and I know advantage.
Sure. I'll give you advantage because of your background with this, and with being not too far from the burrows, you would be able to you would probably know these guys, at least like their outfit.
Right. Plus 18.
18. You do recognize this. As you look at the symbols and you take a look at it, you as a player, Tiny, would probably know exactly who this is. But I say for Casper, this would be one of the first times he's probably seen a symbol of this. This is a symbol to the deity of the goddess of spiders and lies.
Oh,
great.
Shit.
Amazing.
Yes, as these drow were followers of the goddess Loth.
Of course they were.
Bitch.
Every drow is.
What is it?
No, not every.
Not true.
Not every drow.
All the bad drows.
Yes, pretty much all the bad drows are followers of Loth, and but yes, for any who are not educated to this, Loth is the goddess of spiders and lies, and is the reason why drows are particularly evil in comparison to other elves.
They kinda suck.
Kinda, they're also the mother. Also, she's the mother of driders.
Riders?
Yeah.
I remember now. As soon as I went to ask.
Half drow, half spider women, and
I don't like those. Nope.
no,
Nope.
they're massive. They're like 9 feet tall and everything. They're
Oh,
terrible.
stop it. No.
Right there.
Scary spider ladies.
But moving on, you would know these guys. That symbol is bad news bears.
Bad news bears right there.
Bad news bugbears.
News bear is bad.
Alright, guys. Don't touch those pendants. Don't touch the pendants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Just gonna drag the bodies out.
Chance, if you want to roll a religion check after the pendants have been pointed out.
15. Sure.
15. Yeah. Similarly, you recognize the symbol of Loth and everything. You, as a man of the cloth, you're pretty familiar with a decent number of gods.
I'm gonna say Cackler wouldn't know or really even care about religion shit.
Probably, but
Just man of the cloth, about loss.
yes. Ha 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 ha. Thank you. But I will say this: because of your background and because because your symbol of law, because of your understanding of religion, you would also know that those symbols are probably cursed. It's probably best you don't touch them.
Done.
There.
Just throwing that out there, since the DC for you is shorter, like easier for you to know.
Right.
Now, Cackler.
Yeah.
You go to pick up your dagger. Did you want to check the bodies or leave them be?
Yeah, he'll check the frog bodies.
All right. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Wow, that nice bounces. That's a 13, and my investigation, I believe, is +3 also. But just making sure.
Let's take a look at your sheet.
Yep. No, +1.
Your investigation, yeah, it's a +1, so 14.
Yeah.
So you take a look at these bodies. It doesn't take you too long to take a look at these bodies. You see that they have. They don't seem to be carrying gold. You get a sense that with this partnership, they.
Oh, they're yeah. I understand. He knew that there wasn't most likely any gold, but hey, figuring search them for whatever useful things.
Yeah, definitely. You look at their bodies and you see that they have little short bows. You see they have like 20, and they have like 35 arrows between the three of them.
They're the pets.
I'll add
These are
that.
the little, like, poison guys, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I have one of the short bows?
Absolutely. Nothing to stop you. About to
You said
say.
35.
Yep. And
So now I have 55 arrows. Excellent.
and also Cackler.
Yeah.
You do notice that one of them has a particularly shiny dagger.
Ooh. A yoink.
Oh no.
About to say.
I investigate it, see if I can figure out what might be special about it, or if it's just a shiny dagger.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Hey, wizard. You got any identifies on you, or do we need to take someone?
Arcana, you said, right?
Yes.
That's +1, so I rolled a 7.
It looks like it's a very nice dagger.
Very good dagger.
And also,
Wizard.
That's a shiny dagger.
Can I recognize that it's magic, or is it just
with an 8, no.
he just pockets it anyway? So
It's a shiny dagger.
could he tell that this dagger would be any better than what he normally uses?
I would say with practical knowledge, yeah, I would say this dagger is very nice. It definitely would work with your stuff.
Okay. He kind of not swaps it out, but uses his one. Uses them together.
Don't hold on to anything until it's checked. People follow lots of stuff cursed.
Nothing. But maybe you're right. I don't.
Show me the dagger. I'm a craftsman.
He shows. My brain chants the dagger.
Okay, Casper.
Casper, sorry. Brain scrambled.
So it's fine.
Can I use smithing check to?
Yeah, you can roll a smithing check to kind of take a look at it and everything.
All right. Plus 27.
27. All right. This is a very fine cut dagger. Like this is. Well, just to explain how this dagger looks, it is a nice, solid, like leather-bound handle, nice quality steel for the pommel and everything. Like this is something that you would probably charge an arm and a leg for, because this isn't decorative. This is a nice dagger. This is something that, like, you'd imagine someone of higher status probably had commissioned. There does seem to be a symbol on it, but you don't recognize it. It's not anything, no smithing name you've ever seen before, as far as you could tell. Doesn't really look like a name anyways. It just kind of seems to be like a symbol. But as far just to add on top of that, because you rolled so high, this particular dagger probably has an enchantment on it. This is too nice of a dagger for, like, especially if it's been used in fights and everything, for it to have not, like, have an enchantment on it.
Can I roll an Arcana?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, you can roll an Arcana.
+2, 21.
All right. You can definitely tell there is an enchantment on this. You can't really tell what exactly the enchantment is, but based on your based on like what you could tell about it and everything, it does. Like you'd assume it probably cuts easier. You have a feeling if someone stabbed someone with this, it probably would hit with an extra oomph to it.
All right.
Unfortunately, without the identify spell, you can't tell like exactly what it does. But based on what you could tell, it's probably been made to slice people a bit easier.
Yeah, wizard. Haven't given us your name yet, so I'm just gonna call you Bat Wizard. Identify, or we need to take it to someone.
Sorry, say it again.
I'm gonna call you Bat Wizard. Do you got the identify spell, or do we gotta take it to someone?
I do not know identify currently. Let me check my spell book. I will open my spell. Look through it. I do not have it.
Well, we should. I don't like saying this, but just Bird Boy, you can use the dagger. If something weird happens, though, just tell us.
You know, he goes to take the dagger back.
Give it to him.
All right.
All right.
And also, smeared. You would know that more than likely the poison that they use for their weapons and everything comes from them themselves. If you would like to, roll me a survival check. And if you would like to acquire some of the poison for yourself, you could.
You read my mind. 8.
And just flat.
I can assist.
Well,
How does this stupid thing work? Sorry, trying
got
to add
2
the
and then
dagger
+6.
as a...
Or
What's up?
I'll assist.
I'm just checking.
Absolutely.
I do not believe anything that would affect that. Just flat 8, yeah.
Flat 8. Was it a flat 8 on the die, or did you roll a 2?
I rolled a 2.
Oh no, I'm sorry, but I'll say I'll say Casper, if you want to assist him, smeared. If you would like to roll again, you can.
Since there are 3 of them, I'll assist.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you get some like extra attempt. 19.
There we go. All right. So with Casper giving you a hand as he kind of, oh my God, I'm gonna say this out loud. So as he kind of Family Guy tries to lift the frog without touching it, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the episode.
I'm in metal armor. I have metal gloves. I can lift it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm sorry. My brain just immediately went to a bugbear trying to pick up a dead grung using his halberd instead of trying to touch it. With metal gauntlets and everything, you were able to help extract the poison. And I will say this: smeared.
Smeared.
I can't get over how fun it is to say that name.
Yeah, that's a fun name.
Smeared.
I will say,
Weird.
with a 19, between the two other grung, you are able to get a hold of 5 vials of grung poison.
Nice.
What do you do?
And if you want to know what it does, I will say you roll a nature check for me.
Are halflings considered
20. Not nat 20, just dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Nice. With a dirty 20, you definitely would know that grungs are use their the mucus on their bodies and everything are their poison. And the more you think about it, you think about like your experience of like how like mucus on frogs work and everything. And with a 20, I will say this above game, you would know if you put this poison on any of your arrows or anything like that, and it strikes, the target will have to make a DC 13 con save. And if they fail, they become poisoned for 1 minute.
Nice.
Now, if we think about the spike growth spell that uses 7 sharp thorns or 7 small twigs, if I put those on it, technically, if we're using components, the twigs would also be poisonous.
By theory, yes. But the problem is that
I don't use components.
the main problem here is actually when you create the spike growth, you have to choose. Like, you do it. It's very much instantaneous, unless you're setting a trap, in which then you could probably lace it and hide it. We could work.
If you're setting a trap, you can lace it.
But if you're not, then it is instantaneous, and it's better to just have it like nearly kill someone essentially.
Throw it at them.
just throw it up.
Throw the gun poison.
Jesus Christ! Oh, such a blood-hungry dragonborn.
I exist for chaos. It's what I live on.
Well,
Apparently.
if we're finished here, I'd like to go out and burn these bodies. If you guys will be okay with that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right.
Sorry for any mess we caused, but we'll be back.
Absolutely. He looks over. Do the spikes just vanish?
They'll take a bit. I can't really get rid of them. It's just
It'll be
part of
10
the
minutes.
spell.
Roll a deception check.
It's part of
Would I know this spell?
Roll an Arcana check.
that one.
That one.
That one.
He gives you a look, like
Rolled
you.
a 26.
Fine, I'll get rid of them.
Rolled a 26.
26. You do know this spell, and yes, this spell lasts for 10 minutes. But you go through your mind, to, like your encyclopedia of a mind, to know exactly what this spell is. You look and you watch as he, fine, and kind of snap. I assume Smear just snaps his fingers, and the spikes just grow back into the ceiling.
Yeah. Slowly, like, fade into the color of the wood.
But yeah, you get the sensation the bartender looks at you like, thank you, but also fuck you.
I'll do it to you.
It just gives you a look like, all right, like hands up, goes back to cleaning glasses.
We're gonna go burn these bodies.
Okay, yeah, go burn the bodies.
Grung poison flammable?
Grung poison is not flammable. The mucus is
that's disappointing.
Mucus is not a flammable subject.
Object?
Objection! Objection!
Your Honor.
It's like, yeah, you're right. Subject instead of object. Yeah, no, it is not. Mucus is not flammable. In fact, if you try to light fire on mucus, the fire will go out.
Incredibly disappointing.
However, if you burn fire near it and everything, you could cause poisonous fumes to come up.
In theory, you could dry. No, it wouldn't be flammable, but it would just be poison. Sorry, I was thinking if you dried it, Yeah, but never
I mean, theoretically, yes, but that would take time, trial, and error. You're not, and I mean, you'd also need a poisoner. You'd need a poisoner's kit.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Okay, well, I guess we just take town, burn them, and then go back in.
All right, so classic Deadwood style. You just bring them out back and you burn them. No one, even bats an eyelash. Like, in fact, a lot of people kind of give you a look of like
frogs. We just talked about this. We wouldn't want to burn the frogs.
Yeah, probably a smart choice not to burn the frogs.
They can get buried.
Frogs on fire.
They burn the frogs.
Oh God.
I would dragon breath them. That'd be fun.
Oh no! God.
I mean, you could. I'm not going to stop you.
I'm
Kind of
not going to
firebolt
because
on
it's a
the
waste of the day,
frogs.
but I would. For an inhibition.
There.
I mean,
God, why am I coughing?
probably because your throat wants something out.
What are people looking at us like?
Well, they're kind of giving you a look of like, actually, the thing is they see the armor that they're wearing and everything, and they're just kind of giving you the look of like, kind of a nod of appreciation. Like they kind of get that like you guys did a good deed, whether it was intentionally or not. You killed people that essentially are extorting them for money.
That's fair.
And
Well,
burning the drow. Speaking of, did any of you guys want to take any of the armor or anything like that?
is it good
Is
on
it
it?
not cursed?
I mean, you don't know.
Looks pretty cursed to me.
Let's take it and sell it.
Yeah, let's do that. Gotta put on some gloves, you know.
Alright,
Actually, Cackler says, let's sell their shit so we can, and maybe fix up the damage we did a little.
I'm planning on giving back the gold I took from your bodies back to town.
All right.
Theirs originally.
All right. So essentially, you take the armor, which the armor is all studded leather that's been dyed to be like purplish black. You get a sense. You can get a sensation. I mean, if you wanted to take the time, you could probably like change up the. You could kind of change up the color a little bit so that it's like so it's not resembling a gang. But like as far as the armor goes, I mean, as far as you can tell, looks like normal studded leather.
Listen, Cackler. Any shopkeep we give that armor, they'll be hunted by other members of that gang, most likely put to death. We need to do something with it.
Yeah.
Throw it in a pit
Good point.
and then burn it.
You really like fire.
All my characters pyromaniacs. I can't help it. It's
That's
part
fair.
of my personality.
That's fair.
To be fair, Abby is similar when it comes to fire.
Burn everything
Alright.
down.
I will. You know, you would be a prime candidate for a wildfire druid.
I would say that. Yes, I would totally play that.
Alright.
Rolled
be right
another
back.
net 20. Just fucking around.
Oh gosh, I was gonna say, why are you wasting your 20s? Come on, man.
We
Yours, actually.
can take. Okay.
So,
We
take
can take this up to the tanner. Have him change the color around.
for the sake of brevity, you take it up to the tanner. He is going to take a quick look at it. All right. With his tanning experience and everything, this is decent armor. It's not amazing. It's definitely got some wear and tear. It is not magical. To say otherwise, there would be no wear and tear. But this is quality studded leather. So if you guys wanted to, if any of you have leather armor and wanted to upgrade to studded leather, you could.
I actually.
Hold on, let me double check my.
I could do that.
All right. You want to go with studded leather?
Yeah.
All right.
What is the armor I have? Leather armor. Yeah, I'll swap to studded leather.
All right. The tanner does tell you that if you do walk around with put this armor on, people are going to obviously comment to the fact that they're gang colors. He does. with a small fee, he is willing to take the time through the night to dye a different color in. Was there a color preference that you would like?
Just making sure. What color was it?
It is black purple.
Just to be honest, Henri, he probably, I want to say it's the exact inverse of what they were.
Okay. Do you want to be so the armor itself is basically mainly black with certain sections purple. Do you want to like flip it around so that it's primarily like this like purplish color with black?
Yeah. Just to be completely Henri, I feel like he'd be going, "Fuck you guys."
Fair enough. In that case, purple is a little bit more expensive for dye. It'll cost you 4 silver.
Only 4 silver. Sorry, I'm sitting here at 7. I should have probably re-rolled my gold.
That's fine.
I have no money.
I'll pay.
You'll pay?
I'll pay for what you need. He says
Thanks.
to your kid. So yeah.
Thank you, mate.
No problem.
Speaking of smeared,
6.
is there a particular
How much
color?
Old combined. Oh, sorry.
I want purples to be orange, black to be red.
That can be done. About to say that
Fire.
that one will be a bit easier. For yours, it'll only be 3 silver.
Okay.
So in
Ask
total,
the other one for the money.
So a total of 9 silver. So not even a gold.
all right, cool.
I'm the rich.
Cool. I still have so much silver.
All right. Oh, hey kitten. Come on. Hey, lap cat. How's it going? Any hoozles. So yeah, it takes no time, and yeah, so you guys can mark on your sheets that you guys are now wearing studded leather, which means, if I remember correctly, so instead of 11 plus dex, it's 12 plus dex. If I remember correctly.
Very nice.
Yes. You remember correctly.
Yay.
I'll just give them the silver and then go turn in the gold just to.
How much did you say my armor class goes up? Sorry,
Your armor class changes from 11 plus your dex to 12 plus your dex.
It goes up by 1.
But up by 1. How do I
Yes.
change that?
For
Swap
there we
out
go.
the armors. in
Oh
your
no,
inventory.
yeah, in your app, I believe you can just adjust it. If I remember correctly, I'd have to double check.
I hate this. I mean, it's really good for leveling up because it handles all that shit.
Let me just pull it. I use the same app when I'm using Zax. So hold on, let me pull this up real fast. Let's see.
While you're doing
Oh,
that,
there we go. Okay,
Yay.
added.
I'm-
Studded leather. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
I'll give the gold pouches I took off the bodies to
Sometimes it's just weird when I try to click shit.
back to the big blue attacks.
All right. So you want to just take some time and actually like pop by a few shops and everything.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
as you are doing so and doing a good deed, whether or not your compatriots do the same, that is questionable.
There we go.
You take the time to go to and from. Rolling. Just roll a general persuasion check. Just like.
Alright. Persuasion. Alright. Proficient in persuasion. That would be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, all right. So as you take the time to actually like bring money back to a lot of these shopkeepers, which you're noticing a lot of these shopkeepers don't even have like buildings to sell out of. They're actually like have tents and stuff in front of houses. You get an you as a noble would know, no role necessary. You as a noble would know that in the big cities, like most people have their own shops, but if you go to the lower districts, they sell from tents. Like these what would be the best way? Like they're like standalone tents. They're kind of like the old. I think the best example is. Do you remember? Oh God, what is his name? Zatan? The old like fortune teller robot that's inside of his own
Oh
booth.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad that that reference isn't
Yep.
going over people's heads. Basically, picture a tent that's very similar to that. Essentially, but it encircles all around him, and he has like this little desk thing.
Makes sense.
All right.
And you're basically going around returning the gold. And as you return the gold to one particular merchant, he goes,
Thank you. That's mighty kind to be as helpful.
Just making sure this isn't the same guy as
"Oh,
before.
it's the same guy."
Oh, okay.
And
Go out.
but the question is, did you go with Casper to return all the gold and everything?
Yeah, I think Cackler would, just because, to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Better say so.
Because,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, no, you would recognize this individual. This is the current person who gave you directions.
Cackler just kind of nods, like, hey there.
Hello again. But thank you for being so kind and helping us. I couldn't help but overhear that you are going after our current problem.
You'd be correct.
Then take these.
As you watch as he pulls from his little tent, and he holds out what appear from his giant wing. He shows you 3 potions.
What are they?
And the healing potions. I am an herbalist by trade.
Well, thank you kindly.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you for your kindness.
Well, it's the least we can do in these trying times.
Yes. I would recommend getting some sleep. The sun is starting to go down.
Just
Starting
finishing.
pour the rolls. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
Which, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, he wasn't in the bar when all that went down, or when you guys were talking.
He's the bad guy. He's the bad guy. Kill him now.
Little fun fact about this race: they have advantage on all perception checks that involve hearing.
Good years.
Good ears.
That makes sense. Good bitty ears.
Have a good night now.
Good night.
Stay safe.
You as well. Thank you.
So, my question for you guys: are you taking the time to take a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Give me my port rolls back. It's the only way I know how to break the game.
Now, my question is for Cackler and Chance.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you
Yeah.
guys had what you guys could tell were magical weapons. Did you want to take the time to attune to them?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
should
I'll attune, even though I have a bad feeling about it.
All right.
You should probably find a shopkeep that has identified.
Cackler would take the chance and just do it.
All right. Also, a little fun fact: there actually isn't anyone in this town that can cast Identify. None of them are like high level arcane users. They're very minimal. Like, the thing about Hollow, it's a very small town that's been on trying times.
It's a level 1 spell.
It's a level 1 spell, but a lot of the merchants here are don't seem to be magic-y. They're more like practical use. That is, and again, this would be something Casper would know. Casper would know that, like, magic users, especially like for people that get a lot of that. This country has a lot of like shadow sorcerers. This country has a lot of like fae-based magic users as well. But as far as like wizards go, only in like the big cities are there wizards, and and even like Bard and Sindis is not a place for bards. Like this is a place you get robbed, not a place you like. This is like Blue on the Ravage Path, you know. Like he's done pretty good, but you imagine that if the whole country was that way, it'd probably be a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
Fair.
Now, let me pull up my stats here. Hold on 1 second. For you, Briggs. The item I'm just gonna be for funsies and just go ahead and, for the sake of brevity, tell you what these are. As you attune to this weapon, you would know that this spear is known as the Blood Spear.
Ooh.
Basically, this spear is one that was held by a ruthless chieftain in a tribe which caused like massive mayhem, and over years and years of using it, a magical effect had become a part of it. What it does is when you hit with a melee attack using this magic spear, and you reduce the target to 0 hit points, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points.
Ooh, holy cow!
Which I will keep this open for in case you want to use this weapon.
Alrighty.
Now for you, Stray.
Ooh.
And also, if you know what this weapon is, no spoilers. But I say, you, my good friend, are wielding the what is known as the core cut dagger.
The core cut?
The core cut dagger. So it is a magic dagger that it is a +1 to attacks and damage.
All right. +1.
Yep, and when you hit hit with an attack using this weapon, you can choose to spend a hit die to deal an additional 3d6 necrotic damage.
Ooh, cool. I don't know how to use this app, so I'll just make sure to put it in the
I will also remind you if you want to use the dagger and everything.
Oh, come on. It doesn't let you add it like that. Bullshit.
You should be able to add it in equipment.
Oh, I know, but I mean, I went to add the +1 stuff, and it doesn't let you add plus or minus.
I'll just remind you. Don't worry.
I'll just type it up. +1 and +1 damage and sorry, my brain shorted out with this explanation because app is weird. What's the magic effect of it?
Yep, the magic effect is that it is a +1 to both attack and damage. And if you would like to deal some extra damage, you could choose to use up a hit dice, and it will do 3d6 necrotic.
Thank you.
Yep.
Alright, I typed that down. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I'll add that information as well.
Yep, and just so you know, you can now can't unattune to it.
Yeah, I got you. That's how 90% of the time curses go.
Also, mum's the word. Shh. I
won't say anything else. The only reason I said that cursed is, you said unattuned, and so, straight up logic.
Yep, logically. But I figured I'd let you know what it does, because you are attuned to it, you now know what it does.
Yep, that's fair.
It is a fun weapon, but comes at a,
Yep, that's understandable.
But with that being said, you guys take the time, you get a full rest, and you guys regain spell slots. Your health is back up to full. And you guys are refreshed.
Alrighty.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Go kill the bad guy, because...
Yeah, kill the bad guy.
Alright. So you guys take the time. I assume, take the time, ask around to see when the last time he was seen, where'd he go, and everything.
Yep.
For the sake of brevity, the bartender who has dealt with him has seen him before, knows what he looks like and everything. He points you in the direction of basically northeast of where Yugo Hollow is, and he does warn you that there is a swamp in that area that does have some particular dangers in it, and to be cautious. Understood?
Yeah.
Yep.
Understood.
All right. With that being said, you guys take the time to make your way. My question for you guys is: would you like to go at it? Would you like to take a? Would you guys like to take a just a normal pace, stealthy pace?
Probably better to try and stealth it. But then again, I'm the sneakiest motherfucker here.
Bears get addition to stealth. Stealth pace.
All right. Do you guys all agree to do stealth?
Yes.
Sure.
Smeared?
Beard.
Smear, you there?
Smeared?
Seal. If you're there, we can't hear you. I think they might have either went AFK or passed out. I have no idea why I said it like that.
All right. Well, I was about to ask.
It is pretty late.
It is pretty late. Now, my question for you guys: do you guys want to make this a two-parter? Since it's already getting pretty late.
We probably will need a two-parter. However, I'm okay with keep on going.
I'm good with either way.
It's up to
kind of tired, but
this is a group. This is a group decision.
I could go either way.
If Seal did pass out, we could do it too.
We could do a two-parter. It won't hurt my feelings or anything like that. I'm having fun.
It's probably better to do a two-parter just so that they don't end up missing.
Plus, if Welf doesn't, if Welf bails again, we can start at an earlier time. That would be more good for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be joining because he never made the.
Exactly. So with that,
well, he might make a character if he knows he has another week to do so. But then again, I'd kind of rather not.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
if he wanted to, I'd want him to. But in a way, it would be nice to be able to start earlier next time.
Yeah, I was about to say. Well, we could, if you guys want, about to say next Friday, if you guys are available, we can start at around. Well, we could start around like 8 o'clock if you guys would like to do that.
I'd love that.
All right.
I'm go either way, basically.
In that case.
Sounds good.
In that case, with that being said, guys, then we will, as you guys are making your way from Hollow northeast, not really sure what you guys are going to be walking into. The struggles
some in more trouble than others.
Then we will end this session here and pick up next Friday at 8 p.m. and see what happens with you guys.
Bill?
What's up?
Isn't remove curse the third level?
Remove Curse is a 3rd level spell, if I remember correctly, and
Clerics can get remove curse, and we're 6th level.
but
The
also
cleric could get remove curse if you asked.
that's true. But
Yeah, but nobody knows he's cursed.
nobody,
and he,
nobody knows he's cursed, and he hasn't mentioned anything.
And as far as I understand, he can't technically in this situation.
Correct. Little fun fact about cursed items is that typically you don't know they're cursed until you attune to them, and when you attune to them, it's too late.
Yep.
About to say that's what makes cursed items so.
Actually, I think this is the first cursed item I've attuned to in all of my playing D&D.
I believe so as well. I know that Garnand attuned to the Ravager when it was cursed.
Yep.
And
pretty much everyone attuned to something ended up getting cursed except Kazir.
You were attuned to the Githyanki skull.
Well, that and his dagger.
That is true. That you are attuned to your cursed dagger. Yeah, the dagger. It's the dagger of frenzy, if I remember correctly.
No.
Oh.
He has the necrotic damage down.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's curse as it does damage back.
I was say, Briggs, are you okay with doing another session next week?
Of course.
Absolutely. I just want to make sure that's cool with you as well. I say, you okay with starting a bit earlier?
No, Winter. It's a horrible idea.
Oh, I know. I'm the worst. I understand. About to say,
I'm
go ahead.
Always down for D&D.
Hell yeah. About to say, I will say though, and I just want to set the record straight real fast. But Tiny, I did not mean to straight up discredit the tunnel fighter ability. It's just literally you scared the drow, so he didn't know what to do.
It's fine. I still killed him and his buddy.
It is true, but I didn't want you. I told you ahead of time.
Almost killed 3 in one go.
I told you ahead of time I wasn't gonna do anything that would rob you of your abilities. But it's you scared him, so he literally was like, "Fuck."
Oh wait, we can't see either.
Pocket sand. Sha.
Self.
No shit. He touched himself. We're blind. But with that being said, I do hope you guys are enjoying this. This is really fun to show off Sindis a little bit. I do enjoy this country, and when I wrote it, I'm just like, God, anybody who loves horror stuff or edgy Witcher shit, this would be a good time.
Yeah.
I'm being a good guy.
Yeah, this is definitely a. I mean, Blue is a good person as well, but this guy is
good.
Good.
Well, I mean, he views himself as a protector. He's trying to be a protector of the country. He knows it's bad, so he's trying to make it less bad.
I say, I right now I am currently enjoying the characters that are around me. We didn't get to see too much. We didn't get to see too much of Chance and not too much of Wanderer's character either. But
I don't even know his name.
But I say, however,
he did have a chance to say his name when Blue went. I mean, not when Blue. When
Chance, chance on said, Chance, man.
Yeah, I know. He's purposefully not saying his name.
That's fair.
Say my name, say my name.
If I forget your name, I'm just gonna start calling you
Bat Wizard. Wizard.
However, I love how he tried to intimidate everyone in the bar and just immediately was like, you looked at me and you're like, he rolled a 4. And it's like, wait a minute, you can't. Oh. Right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that ability.
Fucking love divination wizards.
He tried to do it. The bugbear just stood up.
Well, I mean, to be fair, have you seen this stuff for bugbears? They are intimidating.
Terrifying. You saw his face.
It's so,
8 foot tall.
but they're
covered
so
in
cool
scars.
though. You know,
Yeah.
bugbears are very big and enjoy the finer things and simplicity itself.
This is a. They enjoy the fine things, but this is a fan
But they
True.
use their max 20 foot range to bully everyone around them.
I have a 25-foot
Reach
range.
because of your particular weapon and the fact that you're a bugbear.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do love that technically your item is also cursed.
Oh.
Hey, it has a funny curse.
Yeah, it's a fun
Wow.
it's a fun curse.
Dang. I couldn't have
Remember-
guessed the funny curse. No. I had to get
Yeah,
the
I bet-
scary curse.
Was super stingy with my spell slots.
Indeed.
Remember when Winter said the guy tripped?
Tripped in a funny
You cut out.
You remember how I said that that when the guy got knocked over, he tripped and a sound happened when he tripped?
Oh.
That's the funny curse that his halberd has.
Oh, that is funny.
What was the name we came up for it?
Tune split.
It's like was it the
Halberd of tripping.
yeah, the halberd of tripping.
Extended.
The halberd of extended tripping.
This is
I love it.
enemies trip right into their faces.
The halberd of prolonged extended tripping.
Yes, it is a
I love it.
it is a magical weapon that me and Tiny sat down and talked about, and we're just like, what would be fun and funny at the same time? And it was just like, how about we make I want a weapon that gives a little extra reach. They're like, okay, that's cool. And it's like, and I also would like it to be a little magical. I'm like, all right, cool. Can we? And he's like, I don't want it to be broken though. I'm like, how about a halberd that just like trips people and just knocks them to the ground? It's like you can knock people prone. It gives people some advantage, and like it's also very funny.
Who's playing the night guy again? Is that Tiny?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty sure that's Tiny's character. That's Night.
It's definitely an interesting situation to have some roles reversed, considering the fact that while Belwraith has his issues, he's very much like, no, this needs to be done. Like, very serious, very stoic, especially about what he wants. And to have that kind of flipped and be, like, Tiny's character is now like no, this is the way it has to be. Like, no, it's got to be like this.
My character was supposed to be a paladin. But, still paladin deals.
Too true.
Pally eels? What?
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah,
I'm starting
same.
to doze off.
Absolutely, same here. So I actually have to work in about 5 hours.
Ooh, it is a good thing we decided to call it then.
Yeah, I mean, I would have.
But yeah, I'm more than fine with making this a two-shot.
Yeah, a two-parter.
Definitely gives us more time and more yada yada to do whatever we might want to do with it.
Plus,
It lets me get more new portals, because 9 and 16 aren't... They're okay, but...
Yeah.
Can you
Anyways.
give a 16 to an ally?
Yeah, I can give it to an ally, an enemy, myself. Like, as long as I can see it or know that it's going to happen, I can use it.
Nice.
And
Have a great night, you guys.
Absolutely, you as well, man.
Thanks.
And it's like we didn't even get to see any of Chance's abilities, and I can't wait to
Peace.
see how some of them happen.
Yeah, same.
Divination wizards are just so powerful.
About to say they're good wizards, man. They're good wizards. But
I'm a dip.
yeah, absolutely.
For your information, Tiny, before you go, I'm also running a halfling staff lock. So now I can't roll a 1 either. And I also have lucky.
But he has none of the tiefling abilities, so he does not have hellish rebuke. He does not have darkness. He has none of those. He gets the looks of a tiefling, but gets the halfling stuff. It's just a little fun thing.
I can take a
It
half.
just looks.
Yeah, it's just
Let's
looks.
be honest.
It's fine.
It's all cosmetic, He paid the extra funds for it.
Yeah, I gave one.
See you.
All right, I'm about to say you have a good night, and thank you guys so much for watching on stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was supposed to be a one shot, but now it's a two-parter, and it's a good time no matter what. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and most importantly, I hope all of you stay frosty.